about the basketball today, and we will, of course. But golly, they're really bad.
I don't know what game you watched.
They got edged by the Grizzlies last night, in case you missed it.
Maybe it was different on one of your other screens.
Wouldn't that be great? That's a great premise for a movie.
Alternative choice.
Yes.
I don't like this one. We all collectively changed the channel. It's like, hey, this is better.
Glook. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Yeah, it got worse. A lot worse. This was the game on paper the Kings were most likely to win over the next, I think, at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, I will say, I have not been that high on the team, whatever, all that. But I, in the confidence meter, I thought that was going to be a W.
Yeah, no Jaren Jackson, no John
going
Morant.
in, I'm like, you know what? They've been playing terribly. There's no reason to believe it'll be a win. But back-to-back was against him. Sabonis being out against him. Yes, sure. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? Schedule has been tough. I see that. Like today's today. They just thought they'd put it together. Didn't, 2-point win, 8-point win, whatever. I thought they were going to win yesterday. I really did. I did. I was a bit off.
Yeah, that was. The Grizzlies had lost what? 9 of 10, 5 in a row.
Yep.
They didn't have their 2 best players.
And others, too. I don't want to undermine, Clark.
Brandon Clark.
Pippen Jr.
I love Brandon Clark.
Yeah, they had 4 or 5 guys out.
What was going on with our chat names today? Everyone's like a Twitter handle.
Interesting.
Hey, look, Carmichael Dave is my friend. Hey, TR.
That had to be TR, yeah.
Yeah,
TR.
Hi,
everybody. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Why'd it have to be TR? Why can't somebody else? I can't be somebody else's friend, Jason. Just TR?
But TR says he's your friend.
He does, I know.
Yeah. Or you're his friend. I'm not sure which. How it goes.
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. And the sad thing is that as fans, like everyone and media, I think.
Am I not on camera?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on with you?
It.
Oh, you fixed it? Okay. We'll see. Hey, okay. Do I need to move? Looks like I need to move to my right.
Hi.
So, everyone, what when I say amuses me, I don't mean like amuses as in ha ha ha, but and everyone's trying to let me tell you, man, Doug Christie did it, or Sabonis being out, or Zach LaVine. I think as human beings, we tend to want to and I'm this way. I want, here's the problem. Yeah. What's the solution? What's the answer? And I think maybe it's just, because I know we kind of have to ease into this. You got to you're trying to squeeze a large thing, which in this case we'll call that large thing hope and loyalty as Kings fans. You're trying to squeeze it through a very small hole, okay? And I think what's happened so far this season is all these losses have been lube. We've been lubing up this tiny hole to try to squeeze everything through so that we can eventually hopefully plop out on the other end and go, here's the situation. And push back on me here. But I was thinking about this last night. If nothing else.
Yeah, I will say it's nothing like that. I will push back and say it's not like that.
This team is horrible. They're just horribly constructed. It's been that way since the beginning. I don't think any of them are bad people. And, honestly, last night, the take I kind of wanted, I watched the game all the way through the first time, and then I watched again. Not completely, but, fast forwarding through and just look. I watched the game 1.5 times last night because I wanted to come in here today after that game. After the game ended, and I took a little walk around my backyard just pacing and thinking. And I said, you need to go in tomorrow and you need to say what you need to say, which is this team, they have quit. They have quit on the team. They've quit on Doug. If they all want out, you can't blame them. This is blueprint textbook. If we were watching this in another city, we would be saying that all day long. When you lose to the Memphis Grizzlies, who did all the things we just talked about, lost 5 in a row, 9 of 10. They're without not only their two best players, but other important rotational players. When you lose to them by 41, and at times you
trimmed the deficit.
You trimmed the deficit. You were looking at 50. When you only scored 96 points, you lost. That's not Oklahoma City. That's not Denver on the road. That's not Minnesota. That is one of your fellow worst teams in the NBA, and you lost. And it's like, well, it was back-to-back. Who cares? How many times have we got our ass kicked by a back-to-back? Somebody got a back-to-back. Well, we're missing Sabonis. Okay, well, cool. They're missing John Morant and Jared. There's no and you look at the numbers, and I wanted to come in here. I wanted to be like, let's just call it what it is. And I don't care if it upsets any coaches or players, because when you talk about quitting and hearts, that's the soft underbelly. That's what really gets people upset. And so I went back and I watched, and honestly, look, were there stretches where guys maybe could have played harder, dove for the ball? I looked for it. I don't think they quit. I think they legitimately want to win. I think they just suck. I wanted to come in here with a hot radio take. This team has quit on the franchise, on the city. Blah, blah, blah. I can't do it, dude. I can't in honesty and in ethically. I did not see that. I saw just a bad team that stinks and was put together horribly. And I won't say everybody saw it coming, but I'm also not going to pat ourselves on the back too much. A lot of people, including us, but a lot of people saw this coming. They're not paid to be general managers that don't own NBA teams, blah, 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 blah. And it just sucks. It just sucks for this fan base. This sucks for the city, because all I'm seeing now around, social media, television, whatever. Now when you're talking about Sacramento Kings, we're right back to, oh my God, at least we're back to the punchline. At least you're not Sacramento. They don't even say at least you're not the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
At least you're not Sacramento.
Yeah, I think even no matter where you had the Kings coming into the year, I just, we personally didn't have them in, and that's okay. It doesn't mean hooray for us, but I don't know, were we looking at like 30 wins, 26, 34? Like, no one's saying a 10 seed, but it was going, it's going to be a rough, like, is this going to be like a historically bad team? And that's where a night like last night leaves you to go, what happened? I mean, like, they lost their spirit. They lost their, just so much in the game as you're watching it and going, man, like, individually, again, we've said there's some pieces here.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, right now, the way they're constructed, which we knew had flaws, and we knew there was small margin for error, but I just didn't think it could collectively look like this, Yep. And if it was one night isolated, man, I don't know what happened last night, but we've been on a stretch here where there have been multiple games where they have not looked like they compete with the other team, and here's another one, and this is the one that had the biggest disparity in who they play. Like, if you're going, like, to your point, OKC, well, they're really good.
Yeah.
Denver, they're really good. Memphis isn't.
No.
They're not.
They're not. They were, 4-11, or they are 4-11 or something like that.
That was their fifth win.
Yeah, they were 4-11. They had lost 9 of 10. They had lost 4 in a row. They were without their two best players and another 2 to 3 solid contributing rotational players. Like, the Kings actually were less injured and more available than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Agreed.
So I think we just need to call it. If anyone has an issue with anything we're saying about this team, then go soak your head, because it sucks, and this team sucks, and they are an embarrassment. I mean, legitimately, I wish there was sports jail. I wish there were sports.
You'd send them to jail?
Not the team, no. But what I would do, like, if sports were real life, honestly, if sports were real life, this is what I would do. I would indict a whole bunch of people on conspiracy to, like, how in the hell how can you possibly be so incompetent that you go from the Beam team? And by the way, the Beam team, it's not like the average age was 40. You had Fox and you had Barnes and you had all these guys that were in their mid to maybe late 20s that compiled this team that was fun and beamy and blah, blah, and all this stuff. Like, if you tried, how can you go from that 2-3 seasons ago, where you're the 3 seed in the West, to this horrific. Not just they're bad. It's not like, well, they're bad, but like their 3 franchise players are out, or well, they're bad, but they've got like a bunch of really young studs, and maybe one of those is hurt. Like, no, I think they actually might have the worst situation in the NBA. Here's why. It's not just that you might go, well, the Wizards are okay, but also the Wizards they're the 3rd oldest team in the NBA. They're so old. They're terribly old. They're like 20 years younger than us, but they're old, and you're going to see some of these guys do really well on other teams, by the way. Get used to that. And it's like, how did this happen? How did you – it is generational incompetence to go from where we were just a couple years ago. And somebody brought up a really good point to me. I've been using Detroit as one of the, like, look, Detroit 2 years ago was the worst. 2 years ago was the worst team in the NBA. And they were like, yeah, but you got to remember, too, we're like 2 years away from being Detroit 2 years ago because, remember, Cade Cunningham was hurt. They'd already gotten a number 1 pick that was a really good talent. They already had all this talent. 2 years ago was kind of, and you know what? They're right, actually. It's not like Detroit just started 2 years ago. They had already been building this for a while. What's the way out? And this is what's even more frustrating, I think, for Kings fans, because I consistently hear this. Okay, we're going to rebuild. We're going to whatever. We're going to bottom out. Whatever. Fine. Cool. They have it's like, okay, but who's handling that? And I can't sit here and be like, well, they're rebuilding and it's going to get better, because you have to get that right too. So we're forced to hope that the people in place right now that are going to handle this rebuild are the right people to handle the rebuild, or we're going to have to bring in some more people down the road to handle the rebuild of the rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to use an example, your favorite one. So let's say today, somehow, some way, the Kings had Sam Presti.
Yes.
And if it was the same thing, the same games happened last night, but we all knew kind of the plan was to probably turn this roster over.
Yeah.
You would just believe that he could do it.
That's right.
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
We just don't know. Now, Scott Perry did it in New York. He then didn't finish it. That team is now seeing the benefits now. So, I mean, all we could do is wait and see. And if you have hope, if you don't believe he can do it, then you don't believe he can do it. If you think he can, then, I mean, to me, the worst part about this season, besides what we watch right now lately, is I think we're going to that road.
Yeah.
It's like, I would just rather get to the road.
Yes. We're in the purgatory of the purgatory.
Yeah. So, like, if we all believe there's going to be a trade or 3.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Yes. And we have to. We can't. None of this is going to happen at as soon as December 15th. And the way it looks, Jason, is by the time we get to December 15th, which is about 3 weeks, everyone's going to be but the reality of the situation is December 15th is going to come, and I don't think it's like...
It doesn't mean it's December 15th at 12:01.
No. It might. That gives you 2 months. It
could be January 15th.
That's right. It could be.
Yeah.
They go, we just didn't find any deals.
Right.
We tried.
Yeah. But that road is the hard part to me, is because, if there was some hope for some people, well, I believe that's been squashed. I believe. And if there was no hope, then you're already seeing the results of what we're watching on a night-to-night basis. And again, I will continue to. I believe they're better than this, but I don't want people to confuse that with they should be flipped with a record. No, it's like they should not lose to Memphis by 41 and be down by 47.
No.
No.
It's bad, man.
It's consistently been bad. And I think the nice thing, I think we were saying the first 6, 7, 8 games, like, wow, for some reason they're in all these games. The roster's still mismanaged.
Remember entertainment?
Yeah.
It's just tankment.
Right. Now it was like, they still have this weird balance. They're playing the veterans, but they're too small. But they were in the games. Yeah. Now they're not in the games, and they still have the same deficiencies.
And all that, honestly, what that tells me, Jason, we talked about this before. What that actually, I may be wrong here, but I'm trying to plug logic into things. When you look at this losing streak, it's so funny. Their one win was against Golden State of all teams. They have lost by 31. They have lost by 27. They have lost by 14. They have lost by 33. They have lost by 14, 13, 14, And then what was it last night? 41?
Yeah.
Okay. None of those are remotely. We're looking at. I'm looking at a game.
The closest 14.
I think 14 was the closest.
Wow. Yeah.
No, 13 was the closest.
And I'm going to trust the math someone sent us on. I think it was linked to you on. Like, this is one of their longest losing streaks. They've had longer, but as far as 8 gamers, this by far was their largest disparity of losses.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
Even in some 17 win teams, 22 win teams, bad teams.
Their closest loss was 13 points to San Antonio, which, by the way, didn't have Stephon Castle didn't have Victor Wembanyama and half of Stephon Castle. So what that tells me then, most likely, because look, let's start the year. Lost by 4, won by 1, lost by 7, lost by 6, lost by 13 to Chicago, won by 2, lost by 6, won by 5, and then
it starts.
The most logical thing is that they just simply caught up the film. Other teams just simply, we mentioned this before. They looked at the film and they go, okay, we're going to use this blueprint. They don't pass.
Yeah.
They don't double. Nobody can shoot. It's hero ball. It's your turn, my turn basketball. There's no good thing to point to on this team. So all we have to do is just basically stay in our places, play good defense, frustrate them, and they'll be out of it.
But other than that, like, there's no bright side. There's no, So anyway, we'll talk about that throughout the day. Fun,
yeah. Couple of things, by the way. I told you this yesterday, but Shams Charania reported midday yesterday that I will be out 4 to 6 weeks also from the team. You thought the Sabonis thing was bad. I have a grade 2 herniated disc. Finally went to the doctor yesterday, and they tried to she offered me and I never like it when, like, I get hit right there with the thing. She's like, hey, I can give you an injection right now. I was like, an injection where? She goes, oh, right into your back. It'll numb it out for a while. It's like, I don't know. I would not like.
Why'd you turn that down?
I don't want a needle in my back.
Don't you want to feel better?
Yes, not via needle. And am I really feeling better, Jay? Well, I guess I am feeling better. Green needle. I guess it makes me feel better, but really, isn't it just fooling me? Like, I don't know. I'm not getting better. I'm feeling better. They're just blocking it out. Like, they're just saying, hey, we're going to turn that pain off, but the thing is still there. I just didn't want a needle in my back, man. That's weird to me.
Don't you take your meds for migraines?
I do. That's not a needle. But you're right. It does block it.
Block it out?
Yeah, it does block it out. That's a fair point. Okay. Then she offered me, I don't know what it was, Clozamaga something pan. Some sort of pan or pram. It was a narcotic, panned. And I asked, I was like, what is this? This is ibuprofen, or are we talking like, and she goes, no, it's
she turkey?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, no thanks.
Where's the food, dude?
To which when I informed my wife when I got home, she was like, really? Okay. Really? What?
Bring home the drugs.
Bring them home. I'm going to sleep well tonight. So I'm
So you're still hurting?
I am, and that's my fault. I am. I'd like to say raw dogging this back pain. Yeah, I would like to say
you
that.
You do like to say that.
Raw dog in the back pain.
Okay.
A little ibuprofen.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently I got to. I got to do physical therapy. Here is what's kind of.
So that's your relief.
It's my road back is physical therapy, a massage gun, and then spa time. Just sitting in the hot water. Problem is that pretty much lasts until about 10 minutes after you get. Feels good.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
Feels good when you're in there, but when you get out.
Hot tub in front of your 4 to 5 screens.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
I will give you some advice that the doctor gave me when I tore my calf.
Yeah.
You can do double the ibuprofen that it says on the bottle.
Is that right? Is that medical advice you're sharing with the public?
Like, torn calf?
Yeah, no, I'm good, dude. Now, also good news, at least for us. Somebody says, Dwayne says, do the Wolverine stack. Look it up. That sounds like something in Urban Dictionary.
Wolverine stack?
The Wolverine stack. Should we ask ChatGPT?
Met up with someone, got a little crazy.
Yeah, we did.
What is the Wolverine stack?
Yeah, what is the Wolverine?
I just want to see what.
Yeah, man, we did the Wolverine stack last night. It was great. What?
Michigan. I think you should ask yours. Mine.
You thought it was Michigan.
Just woke up groggy.
Yeah, hey, chill. Hey, listen to me. What is, when dealing with back pain, what is the Wolverine stack?
Oh. It's meds.
Oh, man. The Wolverine stack? That's this peptide combo folks swear by for healing up fast like Wolverine-level regeneration for injuries. Basically, BPC 157 and
Okay, all right.
TB 500.
Yeah.
Combination of peptides.
Okay. Well, I take collagen peptides in my smoothie, so I'm halfway there. Just a little powder.
Living on a prayer.
TB 500. That was the guy that came after Arnold Schwarzenegger in that second Terminator that you couldn't shoot.
He was a peptide.
Yeah, he was a peptide. Isn't that what they call a cheerleading squad for Alabama? This guy. And then, look, we have a feast here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm the loser that didn't bring anything in.
You brought a banana.
I brought
in soup yesterday.
I'm saying today, though. I'm
2 days ago.
Sitting here with this dumb trail mix. We have a feast. So first off, Jason, I assume this is you, the donuts. Mm-hmm. So we've got donuts and then the bag of holes.
Hello.
Donut holes.
That's personal.
That is. And then, Christopher, we have these beautiful glass containers filled with some sort of chunky liquid, if you will. Please explain.
Chicken enchilada soup.
What? Chicken and the chips are for what? Just is that garnish?
I like to crack them up a little bit, throw them in.
A little crunch.
Little texture. Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm going to give it a whirl here in the break.
I'm so excited. What, the soup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And a whirl.
That's called the helicopter.
Okay.
Woo! It's going to be one of them Friday shows. Look, here's the bottom line, everybody. Once again, here we are. It's either relocation or it's a terrible team, and we take breaks every once in a while to have a relevant team. And by every once in a while, I mean like once in 18 years. If nothing else, we are all here. We are sickos. We are together. We are here for you each and every day.
Does that mean we have to wait till 2041?
I think that's about when, because you got to think we're not getting the first rebuild right. So I think that will be rebuild 3.4. 2041, the title is ours. Today's program, we will, of course, have a Kings Rewind. It's maybe the one thing that makes things better about losing terribly. Dave Richard will join us for all your fantasy football convo coming up at 7 a.m. You got Greg Papa, the voice of the 49ers. He will join us. What?
What time?
What time for Dave Richard?
For Greg Papa.
Oh, that's 9 a.m.
Gotcha.
What'd I say?
7 a.m.
I thought I said that for Dave Richard. Did I say that for Greg
kind
Papa?
of the way
You said Dave Richard coming in 7 a.m.
Ah, gotcha.
7 a.m. He said Dave Richard, 7 a.m. Greg Papa.
Dave Richard, 7 a.m. Greg Papa, 9 a.m. Kings Rewind, 7:43. Post-game reaction, 8 a.m. 6 to 10 a.m., your phone calls at 1-800-920-1140. Your texts at 916-339-1140. And I don't know what's going on with everybody's usernames in the YouTube chat. That is incredibly weird, but we'll see. We'll try to reckon. We'll have everybody introduce themselves again, although I can already tell who a couple of them are. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, I actually wrote it down this way. The Kings suck, and we have audio for that suckage. And we'll bring the same energy as if they won, I promise. Much like American Energy will bring you savings. That's right. Hey, how about this? Since based on what we just talked about, how about getting value? How about not being let down? As a matter of fact, having your good luck, Jason. We're all counting on you. Having your expectations over met. That's American Energy Heating and Air. They've actually been around not since 85. They've been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And they're not just American Energy Heating and Air. No. They're American Energy Home Pros. Not only will they work on your heating and air conditioning, but now your plumbing needs. All your plumbing needs. And with winter just really right around the corner officially, but it's starting to get to heater time. At the very least, have these folks come out and clean out your ducts, replace your filters and all that for the winter season. It's cost effective. It's going to save you a little bit of money, but also it's the safe thing to do. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. When we come back, Kings suck. Next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool, foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Hello, I'm Frank Cock with Retirement Security Center for the weekly economic update. The stock market is pulling back this week as concerns rise that the Federal Reserve may be boxed in by its dual mandate. Many analysts say valuations across major indexes have stretched too far, and that enthusiasm around artificial intelligence may be due for a reset as investors recalibrate long-term expectations. Fresh economic data shows the jobs market cooling, while new tariffs are already flowing through to consumers at higher prices. That raises the risk that financially stressed households could scale back spending, a scenario that brings the word stagflation back into the market conversations. And since stock valuations depend heavily on expectations for revenue and profit growth, that possibility has cast a meaningful shadow over equities. Still, history shows that market dips often attract risk-tolerant buyers. Since April's lows, declines of this size in major indexes have repeatedly triggered buy the dip behavior. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for the Black Friday sales event?
We have the best savings yet on new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, starting at only $34,995 with up to $12,500 off MSRP, or save thousands with $52.50 off MSRP and 0% financing for 72 months.
And did I hear you got the Hemi back?
Yep, we have 450 new Rams available, including the 5.7-liter Hemi, and we have 40 Hemis in stock. Plus, with our award-winning customer service, you won't find a better combination of selection, service, and savings than at Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 after $7,250 factory rebates and $5,250 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. $34,995 net price after rebates. VIN number 170493. 0% financing for well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Stellantis Financial. Must have 720 plus FICO score. $13.89 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Dude, you warmed up your soup during the break. That smells amazing.
Just portions of it, and it's scalding, but it's really good.
It's better than cold soup.
Yeah, cold soup's fine.
I mean, unless it's like
it's really flavorful. Very good.
Really?
You guys both brought in some top-notch soups.
I saw a soup recipe the other day that involved poblano peppers, and that's my favorite pepper. I love poblanos. They're not spicy, but they're almost like a black peppery flavor.
That's your favorite pepper?
Love poblano.
Mine's Doctor.
Ooh. Peter Piper's up there.
Mm.
Yeah, he picked a pack of them.
Julius.
Sergeant.
Mint patty.
Damn it, I was just mint patty.
Roni.
Ooh, yeah.
Or Oni.
Yeah. The truth about pepperoni. That was a Bobby Brown song.
Smash hit.
So, I've talked to you about this before. I don't know if everybody does this, and I don't need to do this every night before I go to bed, but there's something that if I need to fall asleep and I can't, there's something I do in bed that helps me sleep quite a bit.
Really? Do tell.
No, it's an activity I do in bed just before I'm about to fall asleep that helps me sleep better throughout the night. Huh? Just me?
Wow.
Just me? I have a good night thought. Now, when I was younger, growing up, my good night thought was, I'm pitching in the World Series for the San Francisco Giants, and I'm going to win the game, or I'm going to hit the home run. And then as you get older, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to own the company, or I'm going to do my good night thought has been a lot lately. Almost every night, what would I do if I owned the Sacramento Kings? Like, what would, if somehow, some way I was bequeathed the team, what would I do? Let me put myself in that position.
$50 tickets.
Let me tell you.
Anywhere you could sit.
I'll tell you what I do. First off, there'd be some all-you-can-eat crap going on. There'd be some all-you-can-eat wristbands out there. We have all kinds of fun. But I focused a lot, and it's bled into the show about Sam Presti and front office work, and how I think that is the cornerstone and foundation of any successful team is that front office. And then it builds up to coaching staff, and then obviously players at the top of the pyramid. But then last night, it didn't work. It backfired because I was thinking, and then all of a sudden, bing, and I was like, okay, for example, Jason, you are an NBA lifer. You have been around this team, traveled with them. You are on any list of Sacramento Kings basketball experts in Sacramento, you would certainly be on that list. If we were to play your Friday Fun and Games, what's the one where you say, like, how many candy bars can you name? Mm-hmm. Okay. If we were to do that same contest, but I was going to say current NBA scouts.
Okay.
How many could you name?
A small handful.
I think I could name 2.
Okay.
And part of me was like, well, okay, I don't really have clarity. Because, look, this team stinks. I'm trying to find new things to get into. I don't really have clarity. I've always been like, the general manager. Hire the general manager, and the general manager and the GM is going to GM. But GMs travel to games. Mm-hmm. But maybe it's also more about getting into the scouting process. How do you know, for example, that I think 1, if not 2-time college player of the year, Luka Garza, is going to be at best an NBA journeyman and not worthy of a first-round pick? How do you know? I was looking at the 2020 draft. Like, Tyrese Maxey, who had 54 points last night, went, I think, in the high 20s. Desmond Bane went to the Celtics at 30. And James Wiseman went number 2 to the Warriors. Tyrese Halliburton, of course, to the Kings. It's all over the place. So I've talked before about, like, a report that shows what teams over the last 10 years, for example, have spent the most and the least on wins, who's been the most cost-effective. By the way, I had old Chat GPT try that out yesterday, and they spat out, shockingly, the San Antonio Spurs have spent the least amount per win over the last 10 years. The Lakers have spent the most. The Kings have spent the 26th most per win, by the way. But also, like, maybe, like, I can name Sam Presti, I can name R.C. Buford, Mitch Kupchak, Scott Perry. I could probably name 12 general managers. Sure. I can't name any scouts, dude. And so it's like, well,
so you're trying to go to that level to see if that's.
I'm saying a GM. I think ultimately a GM is going to do the GM's in, like, do we have the cap space to do this? How do we pull off this trade? But you also have nerds like, and I say this with love, he's great, Ken Catanella back in the day, that like every front office has the nerd, the cap nerd that can. They're by the way, you can use a stinking trade machine too, some of them to figure it out. But ultimately, it comes down to, okay, let's identify players on teams that are out of the rotation that we think are severely underperforming for their situation. Now let's look at the draft and let's identify players not only that we would draft with our pick, wherever it is, but also are there players that are red light players. And what I mean by that is, as the draft is unfolding, we're so certain we're certain enough that these players are going to be good NBA players that as they fall in the draft, it might be worth trading up to. So, for example, back in 2020, the Kings drafted Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
If Monty McNair could go back in time from today and saw, for example, Tyrese Maxey or Desmond Bane, I think he probably would have traded into the first round in addition to Halliburton and grabbed one or both of those guys. So, but how does that... Who are we hiring? Like, who are the Kings scouts? I have no clue. And by the way, I'm not disrespecting them at all. I'm just saying literally I don't know who they are. We talk about Sam Presti all the time. I talk about wanting to steal Sam Presti. I don't know who the Thunder scouts are.
Right.
I don't know who the Spurs scouts are. Should there be, we talk about the offensive lineman rule where we don't know the names of them, but they're so damn important. Should we be putting more emphasis on scouting when it comes to overall team building and success?
Maybe. I mean, I think probably all of it goes together.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, I think history would suggest even the best general managers have missed.
Yes.
And I think that just, to me, I'm fascinated with that process. Not them missing, but yeah, why does a 30-second, I'm not even going to put a name to it, the 30-second player in the 2028 draft is the best player?
Right.
How?
Yeah, how did that happen?
How did that many teams go, yeah, he's fine, but we're not taking him number 8 or 12 or 1 or 26, and it's happened before, it'll happen again. And why do some number ones that, you know what, everybody would have taken this player not work? It's a fascinating process.
It really is.
And is it environment? I don't know how you can trust or not trust a player. Some, different circumstances of life, get money, are unhappy in their situation. Different things happen. And I think it's really tough to predict, but I think if you stay consistent with whatever your principles are, whatever your eyes and your metrics are showing you, then hopefully you'll get it right more than you don't.
That's what you hope, because it is certainly not an exact science.
Right.
Far from it. And we can just sit and look at the 3-time MVP, world champion, the guy, by the way, that leads, so since 2020, in the decade of 2020, the leader in points, rebounds, assists, and steals is Nikola Jokic.
Yeah. And you go like the greatest centers of all time, whatever you put people, but the point being Olajuwon picked number 1.
Yes.
Shaq, Chamberlain, Jabbar, Russell, and Jokic.
Right.
All doing some of the same things. And you go, well, those others were, like they were taken early. And maybe Wembanyama becomes up there.
Yeah.
Taking number 1.
Yeah.
How?
But then you've got, to your point, you've got Olowokandi and Anthony Bennett and James Wiseman at number 2 and like Marvin Bagley. Ayton, thank you. Like, it really, how much of a crapshoot is it? Because it really does seem like, it seems like an educated crapshoot.
Yeah.
Not a total crapshoot. An educated crapshoot. Right. We'll take a break. Oh, we forgot the audio on the Kings last game. When we come back, College Football Weekend Causeway Classic. We'll UC Davis. Is this the last one ever? Missouri, Oklahoma, and there's another. We'll get to all that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
Cameron, I just think we need to, see other people.
Are you trading me in?
No. A trade-in is what I'm getting from Kitchen Mart.
A trade-in?
Right now, Kitchen Mart's offering a $750 credit when you trade in your old kitchen countertops for something worth showing off, like granite, marble, or solid surface.
I'm not worth showing off?
Not like the stunning new quartz countertops Kitchen Mart just installed for Karen and Tom.
Huh.
Durable, easy cleanup, made their kitchen look brand new. And Kitchen Mart gave them a $750 trade-in credit to haul off their ugly old tile and grout countertop.
You're dumping me.
That's harsh. You want me to wait till I get the new countertops from Kitchen Mart?
At least hold off till Wednesday. I'm seeing Susan.
Susan!
Now's the perfect time to trade up to beautiful new quartz, granite, marble, or solid surface countertops. Because for a limited time, Kitchen Mart's offering a $750 trade-in credit for your old countertops. Go to kitchenmart.com today and schedule a free in-home consultation and save $750 off new countertops.
No one does it better than kitchenmart.com.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
What do you got there?
I mean, it's not the best day of my life, but
it's up there.
This is top 5 days at the station. I love the holidays. I think they had some sort of get-together yesterday.
Yeah, it was a potluck, like a Thanksgiving potluck.
Well, I don't know why drugs were involved, but here's the thing. I go downstairs to warm up the soup that Chris brought in while chewing on some donut holes that you brought in. Haven't even gotten to the donuts yet.
Yeah.
And then I go down there, and why was I looking in the fridge? I don't remember, but, I know. There was a pumpkin pie that was out. And I don't know, is pumpkin pie, do you have to refrigerate it, or can you eat it after it's been out?
I think you can leave it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on that.
So,
you can.
Okay, so.
You can.
I can. So I open up the fridge thinking, well, what's going on here? And it was funny because our VP of programming, Chad, he's great. There is a pie.
He's already here?
He's here.
Oh, wow.
There's a pie. No, he wasn't downstairs, though. I'm just prefacing what I'm about to say. So I open the fridge, and right there is a almost complete pumpkin pie. There's one piece out. And Chad He put a Post-it note on here. He goes, I took a piece of your pie. Thanks, Chad. Which at least he identified. He wasn't a workplace stealer, right? So I went, oh, well, you know what? This is fun. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a piece, too, and that's going to make it look like Chad took half the pie.
Big piece.
Yeah, exactly. And then, as if that wasn't good enough, I went, oh, you know what would be great? I know they don't have ice cream. I wish they had whipped cream. I look in the there's like 4 things of whipped cream in there, and not even the Cool Whip kind, the kind. So I whipped creamed the hell out of this sucker.
Yeah, you did.
And now while I'm waiting for my soup, I got pumpkin pie.
You got pumpkin pie, you got soup, you got donuts today.
This is so great. Honestly,
the soup is incredible, by the way.
It smells. I can't wait. I'm gonna start mowing on that in the next break. Anyways, welcome in everybody. I'm
loving it.
I'm loving it. Big college football weekend this weekend. Causeway Classic. Jason, will this be the last one ever?
It's tough to say ever. It's the last one on the schedule, right?
You say ever. It's not.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be the last one ever, but there's not another scheduled game. So I know Coach Plow said that to us. He thought it would be based on a couple different things. There's some interesting dynamics, I would say, maybe a little gamesmanship between each school, a little wink on that. But because the thought process, I think, from Davis's side is, look, Sac State's leaving the Big Sky. Yep. They're no longer going to be official opponents. I know that from Sac State's side, they have offered to play that game in any way, shape, or form. If that means buying out a game, non-league game for Davis, and then having to even go to Davis to play a second straight year. Davis is not as interested in that. They think if Sac State moves up to the FBS level, which that has not happened yet, that they should get one of those big paydays. Well, there's differing things on that. For example, if Sac State or Davis this year we know they went to go play Washington.
Yeah.
Well, that's travel. That's moving your guy, a flight and all that. And generally, you get a really nice
get some cash
chunk of change. Yeah. But it's less if Davis or Sac State went to Fresno or San Jose. I mean, it's a bus. It's not as demanding, so you usually get a little bit less. Well, this is. You wouldn't even have to leave your driveway, per se.
It's a bike ride.
So, I don't know. Should they get some money? That's probably fair to ask, but, I mean, there's no way in my mind that they should get the same amount as some of those other games. So, that's where I think the snag is right now. But for the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be played next year. This is going to be the 71st Causeways. We've had this for years and years and years, and it's a shame.
Somebody that knows more than I do about this, Jason, which obviously, an encyclopedia more than I do, but I saw somebody say, let's be perfectly clear here. Sac State wants to continue the Causeway. Davis, for whatever reason, does not. Bottom line, that's sad for the region.
I don't know if it's as simple as that, but it might be.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do know from the Sac State side of things, yes, they would like to continue to play.
Chris, can we get Lynn, the Spurs fan, who I would let be, you got to ban him, please. I would actually let him be in the chat and talk garbage, but I'm going to say something really quick about Lynn, which is why he's never going to be on a show I'm a part of. I don't even have a huge personal issue with him, but here's my big issue, because he's in here right now talking about
that Lynn?
Lynn, Spurs Lynn, right? Who's been on the station over the years. When was the last time you talked to him? Do you remember?
Years.
Exactly.
Years.
That's why Lynn doesn't. That's why Lynn is and this is the only attention Lynn's going to get from me. So lap it up, Lynn. Lynn is a joke, and here's why. You haven't heard from Lynn in years.
Years.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Hey, when was the last time the Spurs were good?
Years.
Yeah. And now the Spurs are good again, and here comes Lynn talking. I mean, just talking garbage. Just Queens this, Queens that, blah blah blah. Okay, Lynn. You're a horrific. You're like calling you bandwagon is an insult to bandwagoners. Like, you're absolutely the worst. And all I can hope is that, I hope you're single. I do, because I would hate that your bandwagony disease would spread to anyone else you might influence. So I hope it was worth it. Ding dong. Though I'm sure there's other shows you can go cry to. Oh, Spurs. Well, you know what? You'd be here, and I would take it if you weren't a fair weather bandwagon fan.
Yeah.
Where's Lynn been? Oh, the Spurs weren't great, so no Lynn. Please get out of here. Missouri to number 8 Oklahoma. Missouri's number 22. So there's that. But really, we're all eyes are on number 15 USC and our Oregon Ducks. Let's go. Big win this weekend for Oregon, hopefully. At home.
Wow. I might really bother your daughter. By the way, how'd that go?
Oh, her messing up her flights or her. So she had texted me the night before, and then on my way home yesterday, I got a FaceTime from her, and I could just tell it was right when she woke up, and I could tell she was tail between the legs. You know, she knew she screwed up. If you weren't with us yesterday, I booked flights for next week, a few weeks back, for her coming home for Thanksgiving with the whole thing like over and over and over again. Once you tell me these flights are set, you can't change it. So then, of course, less than a week before she's set to fly here, oh, my God, I forgot. I apparently have to be at a band practice Friday at 4, and my flight lands at 4. And if I can't practice, they won't. They say I can't be there for the UCLA game and all the rivalry stuff that happens on Saturday. It's a whole weekend, Sunday as well, and I don't know what to do. So she called me. And I was like, look, I'm sorry. I honestly feel bad for you. I do. Like, I'm not even angry at you. Just so you know, I looked at the flights. I looked, you know. There's one flight that's available. All the rest are already booked. There's one flight that's available earlier. You have to leave at 6 a.m., and you don't even get there until 2 p.m. because you have to fly to Denver and then Phoenix. And your entire flight on Southwest, cost like $240 when I bought it. It would cost me $390 just to change your flight to this, right? And then so we ended up so I got home, she's still on the phone, and she's just like she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, maybe go talk to the band leader, Dr. Whatever's face. Tell him what happened. You're a freshman, you're automatically dumb. Maybe, and she's like, no, he specifically said that's not, if you are not practicing. I'm like, well, look, here's the good news, sweetheart. You have 3 more years of USC, UCLA. So what I can do, and I know I can do, here's the good news is I'll actually change your flight to Sunday, and you can watch UCLA, USC at the house with us. I know you want to be there, but then you can stay the rest of the weekend. And man, that's when it set in for her that's what was going to happen. And she was crushed. Not tears, but I could tell she was crushed. And so we're on the phone, you know, and she's just it's kind of quiet. She's just like, I just can't believe I did that, God. Yeah. And then she said, but it's my fault. And, you know, like you always say, don't make the same mistake twice. I just got to be better. And like, that's all I wanted to hear. So then I texted her a copy of because I did change her flight that morning. I just didn't tell her. So I sent her. I said, all right, well, look at your itinerary. Here, I switched it to Sunday. Here, I just texted you your itinerary. Take a look, make sure all the numbers are right. And it was so fun watching her face because it was the same departure time. And then at first, I don't think she caught it. And then all of a sudden, I saw her eye like go up. And then her eyes got really big. And she goes, hold on, am I reading this wrong? This says I'm going to be back by noon on Friday. That would, it didn't click with her. And so then I was like, look, I just wanted to torture you for about 20 minutes. This is the last time I'm bailing you out, dude. I bailed you out. It's the last time I'm bailing you out. That's your penance.
That's a lie.
And you're going to do the dishes. What, that's the last time I'm going to bail her out? Well, I mean, if she goes to jail or something. And it's 100% a lie. But I was like, look, you know, so we had I tortured her for about 20 minutes. That's her punishment. I changed the flight. I mean, what else? What am I going to do? She can't miss UCLA. Should she have missed UCLA, you think?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How great if UCLA just wins by 40 now.
Chris, you know what? That's a great idea.
And then they have to play that stupid USC song over and over again.
I'm all for it.
They don't play that often.
No, they play Tusk sometimes.
Do they?
UCLA sucks. Dun, dun, dun. That's the lyrics. I didn't make them up. That's the lyrics. I love LA. But you and I are on the same side now. Go Ducks.
So go Bruins next week?
Yes, actually. Yes. Go Bruins. I need USC to start losing now. I can't have them go to a late bowl game. Their bowl game needs to be before December 11th. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No, there are no
but they
bowl
need to
games
go to like the Pull-In Weed Eater Bowl in Alabama or something where she wouldn't travel.
Why?
Because I know that if it's like the California Blue Bowl, they'll be like, oh, you can go. or the Arizona Bowl.
Sounds like you might have to bail her out again.
We'll take a break. Chris says we have to break. When we come back, fantasy football with Dave Richard. 3 for Madness as well. I'm going to go get my soup next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Honda 2025 Accord Pilot and Ridgeline Clearance Event is underway right now at Elk Grove Honda, and that means savings for you. Right now is the right time to save. Come see us at Elk Grove Honda, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
When I asked Scott Lucky if his last name had anything to do with his success in the trucking industry, he laughed and said, "Well, Mike, I guess you could say I've always been lucky." But when I asked him how he and his family grew Lucky Distribution Services into the company it is today, he didn't talk about luck at all. "We work hard," he said. "We keep a close eye on the bottom line, and we treat our people the right way." In other words, Scott Lucky makes his own luck, which is precisely why he switched to Pure Talk Business. "Last month, I paid the big guys $740 for 12 lines," he told me. "This month, I paid Pure Talk $420 for the exact same service." Thousands of businesses all over the country are saving real money by switching to America's most dependable 5G network, and luck has nothing to do with it. Just dial pound 250 and say micro. That's pound 250 micro to switch to a wireless company that works as hard as you do. Pure Talk.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers.
What was that?
Our system just decided to skip our song.
Yeah, combination of a lot of things.
There's a lot going on right now.
That's right.
I warmed my soup up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I spilled it.
Uh-oh.
Dave Richards here.
We got to be on our best behavior for Dave.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Get your fantasy football questions ready at 1-800-9. That's German for no. 920-1140. You can text us as well from CBS Sports. The one, the only. They call him, by the way, I read this the other day. Not only do they call him a future Hall of Famer.
That's future. Let's do it now.
I couldn't agree with you more, but I thought this was nice. They call him the greatest fantasy football mind in the history of media. Wow. The one, the only, Dave Richard. Good morning, David. How are you?
Who is they?
They.
You know, they're everybody. They're all doing it.
Those people.
I would like to. Well, you must be talking to my parents then.
No,
those would be the people that would be calling me. And by the way, it kind of annoys me to even say this. There is a fantasy sports writers Hall of Fame.
Is there? There should be.
And I'm the 43rd member.
Oh, yeah! Look at that.
What took so long? Why 43rd?
Yeah, why 43rd?
There's not 42 ahead of you.
I mean, maybe
Took
third.
a while for me to get in. I don't know why, but
is there a past scandal?
Yes.
There's a voting issue.
Yes.
Everyone knows the great Dave Richard Andrew Luck scandal of 2013 or whatever.
Oh.
No, there's no scandal.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Nice. It happened like 4 years ago, so thanks for noticing.
Let me ask you, did you
like
get...
I'm on there's even a committee for it now, and I'm on the committee.
And you vote?
There's voting. You got to make cases for people that you nominate.
Okay. All right.
Just like the Radio Hall of Fame.
Do you wait, there's a Radio Hall of Fame?
We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know. Thanks, Dave.
Jason will be in it one day.
I agree with you there. Do you get like a ring or a jacket or maybe like a
handshake
or maybe a fantasy you get I know, you get one of those little plastic things like with the name of the player on it that you put on the board.
Hold on. Give me filibuster for 20 seconds.
We've got something. He's going to show us product
live
of
on the air
what you get for being in the Hall of Fame.
Now the problem is we have like a 8-second delay on the video for this. So he's going to show it. And then we're going to be like, oh, okay, well, it seems like that's cool. And then we'll see it.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice plaque.
Is that what?
So Chris has seen it ahead of us.
You sound like my dentist. Are you talking to Dave Richard?
I am talking to Dave Richard.
So he's got a plaque. All right, so he held up. So again, we got an 8-second delay here.
You might be longer. I'm on my phone. It's a little bit ahead, I think.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it is a nice plaque.
Oh, everyone's seen the plaque but me.
It's shiny.
There it is. The FISWA Hall of Fame, Dave Richard, 2022.
Yes.
Dave, can you,
I
can't see. Can you read what it says at the bottom? There's writing at the bottom. I'd love to see. I'd love to know what that says.
Now I got to go get it.
Oh, sorry. Again, I'm behind. I didn't know you put it back, but I'm sure it says something.
So our sound is in sync, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, our sound's in sync, but on video, we don't have a live monitor because they just switched everything. Long story. So, I got to watch you on YouTube, basically, which is delayed.
Come on, Chris.
Thank you.
For your distinguished body of work and efforts in advancing the careers of others in the fantasy sports industry.
Look at that. That's
Well deserved.
He will now be known as the award-winning
Hall of Famer
David Richard. Anyways, I guess we have to.
David? Why David? Are you my dad?
No, that's more. Same thing. I'm a Dave, but I feel like that's more.
When's the last time you were called Carmichael David? Answer: never.
Exactly.
Only when the listeners are very angry with me. They use my full government.
So daily.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's tough going here, Dave, with the Sacramento Kings and basketball and all that, but I hope and pray that some of our listeners at least are getting some form of joy out of their fantasy football teams. Last night, I don't know, man. I don't know what this season's doing.
Yeah, you go from 6 touchdowns for Josh Allen to that.
What do you do about that? There's nothing you can do, right? You're starting Josh Allen. You're not doing anything.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean.
Of course. And you knew going in that it was going to be a tough matchup. What you didn't know going in is that the offensive line was going to get banged up to the point where Josh Allen had literally no time. And it's example number 50 on the year of why offensive line play matters. And that's such a huge part of what I do is analyzing the offensive lines and making sure that we're aware of lines that are healthy and the matchups that they have. It was one of the reasons why you couldn't start any Raiders last week, for example.
Right.
It's a reason why potentially the Eagles offense could be short-circuited this week against Dallas, and their much, much improved defense if they're down 2 offensive linemen. It's one of those hidden things. A lot of people, when they play fantasy, I mean, they might be casual fans anyway, and it's okay to be casual and not be way into football and still play fantasy. But they might just see a player's name and the fantasy point number next to it, and then they make assumptions. If you study the game and you look at the offensive lines for teams, you'll realize that there is a correlation between a line that can protect a quarterback or open lanes for running back usually leads to good things happening. And the inverse is true too. When the offensive line can't protect somebody, panic sets in and turnovers happen, sacks happen. What happened to Josh Allen on Thursday night happened.
So, Dave, based on that, this may cover a lot of people's questions potentially here about Philly. So it always depends on your options. If you have better options than, let's say, Hurts, Barkley, Smith, Brown, would you do that this week with Philly? Are you that concerned about their line?
The problem is, Jason, is that there aren't a lot of options that you can feel good about or confident in. For example, at quarterback, here's who I'd start over Hurts at quarterback. Jared Goff against the Giants should be a monster game for all the Lions. Jacoby Brissett against Jacksonville, I think that could be a high-scoring game. Brissett scored at least 23 fantasy points. That's 6 points per passing touchdown leagues. Every start he's had since Kyler Murray went down, I think we know who the best quarterback in Arizona is at this point. Brock Purdy, you guys saw it. You guys know how good he looked last week. Now he's got Carolina. That's a team that can't get pressure on the quarterback. The offensive line's good enough in San Francisco. Brock Purdy should have a good game. I would start all 3 of those guys easily ahead of Jalen Hurts, and you might have picked up any of those 3 along the way on your fantasy teams for this week. And we can go through a couple other wide receivers. Tedorow McMillan, monster game last week, favorable matchup against the Niners. They can't get pressure on any quarterback, so Bryce Young's kind of even an okay play. But Tedorow McMillan, Jamison Williams has been hot for 3 straight weeks. Michael Wilson has a huge opportunity. He's the top wide receiver now for Arizona moving forward, at least until Marvin Harrison comes back. Those guys should start over the Philadelphia wide receivers, and Devontae Smith should start ahead of A.J. Brown. We could do a whole segment on A.J. Brown and what's going on with him and why he's struggling this year and why you shouldn't feel confident starting him in fantasy. Again, against a very improved Dallas defense this week.
So this all leads to a question I was going to ask you in the future, and I don't mean 2 weeks from now, but future of this interview. This ties in perfectly. So take me through your proven Hall of Fame blueprint in the offseason with Ashton Genty. So premise being that Genty is a little bit difficult to scout this year because he has 0.0001 seconds before 5 linemen are in his face. But when he has room, he seems to do quite well. So I'm guessing you, when you're going through your rankings for next season, are going to be paying incredible attention to the Raiders, the status of their offensive line, which despite the talent of the player will remain the same. Maybe he gets a little better with age, whatever. But his draft position, I would imagine, is highly based on what the team does around him as opposed to himself. Am I in the ballpark?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Because I don't think anybody's questioning Genty's talent.
Right.
We've seen enough flashes of it over the course of the season. where he's a good football player. And yeah, I think he will get better with age. But there were two huge assumptions that we made in the preseason that have not hit at all. Number one is we thought the offensive line would be better in Las Vegas. And really what's happened is they got hurt. Colton Miller, once he went down, things really got bad. And then Powers Johnson, he's missed the last couple of games. He's not coming back. Their depth really was not very good. The other assumption we made was that Chip Kelly would come in and find amazing ways to really like spring this offense forward. And I don't have a problem with what he did last week. Actually, I probably would have done the same thing given the state of the offensive line. But over the course of the season, there's been things from game to game that the Raiders have done that just make you scratch your head. And sometimes you can figure it out and say, oh, okay, maybe it's because of this matchup, or, you know, Geno Smith prefers looking in whatever. There's a hundred different things. But overall, I'm disappointed in the buttons and the levers that Chip Kelly has pushed and pulled over the course of the season that have made it a little bit tougher on Jenny. And Jenny now, like, despite all these things, and he's taking on Cleveland, still a running back we're going to start this week. Mm-hmm. Easier to do it in PPR because the one thing they are doing right, they are using him in the passing game more. I do kind of think, though, just because Cleveland's offense it might be even worse than the Raiders' offense this week, I think the opportunity will be there for maybe 25 touches for Ashton Jeanty. And if he's getting 25 touches, then maybe that means, I mean, I can't say 100 yards, but 80 yards. Maybe it means a touchdown on top of it. I think there's a chance that it could be a pretty decent week for Jeanty.
Dave, are any of the quarterbacks that are now either getting a start due to bad performance or injuries worth it? Because you already mentioned Brissett. He's kind of come in and done some nice things if people have implemented him. I'm thinking of, Tyrod Taylor, Kirk Cousins. I know there's a few others out there, but are any of those guys worth picking up?
The only one that I would even remotely consider played last night, and that's Davis Mills.
Okay.
After him, the next one would probably be somebody like Tyler Shuck in New Orleans, who's played okay matchup this week against Atlanta. That could be a game the Saints win. But otherwise, yeah, there hasn't been a Joe Flacco type that has come off the waiver wire. I mean, Brissett, but that they were around a month ago when they had their opportunities to come in and help fantasy managers, and they've done that. In the case of Flacco, he might be going to the bench this week as Joe Burrow's been practicing. You could check to see if Joe Burrow is available in your fantasy league. Yeah. He's still out there in a sliver of leagues. Bryce Young would be the only other guy that you might be able to find. He was pretty available when the week started. And again, it's wholly because of the matchup against the 49ers that can't rush the quarterback and have a hard time covering receivers. And I think they'll force the issue with Carolina where they're going to have to move the chains and lean into Bryce Young in their offense.
All right, some lightning round from the text line at 916-339-1140. Jackson Dart or Patrick Mahomes?
Mahomes.
Okay, yeah.
But I get why that question is being asked.
Needs one at flex. Aaron Jones, Trey Benson, David Montgomery, Brian Thomas. I'm assuming that's PPR.
Jones is the answer, and that'll probably be the answer even if Brian Thomas Jr. plays.
Okay. No Hurts. I have May, but Brissett is open. Should I pick up Brissett or stick with May?
Ooh.
You could pick up Brissett to keep your opponents from using Brissett. One thing you could do to really justify that is look at your opponent's roster for this week, see what their quarterback situation is. If they've got a really good quarterback, then you don't have to worry about Brissett, but you might see him later on down the line. May is your start. No doubt about it against Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's been great.
He has been, yeah.
He's been good,
but fantasy-wise,
couple weeks he hasn't been as prolific as he was before. But Cincinnati's defense, I mean, there's all kinds of data that's coming out about how terrible they are. Can't rush. They really can't rush the quarterback. So Drake May will be able to pick them apart all game long.
Last thing for me, standard draft format, snake draft, 12-person league, 2 keepers. Are you keeping Cam Scadaboo?
Probably.
Yeah. I was thinking, I have that option.
What are the rules on keeping? Like, do you lose a draft pick? Do you lose a first round draft
pick? No,
pick?
you can just only keep them for you can keep 2 players on each team, but you can only hold that player for 2 consecutive years.
I mean, it comes down to who else you have on your squad, but he's absolutely a contender. Sure.
Interesting. Okay. It's basically top 24, which
Do you have other good choices?
My other it's probably, weirdly enough, it's probably going to end up being Marvin Harrison Jr. and Cam Scadaboo are my two keepers.
Two banged up guys.
Yeah, it's been that kind of year, David.
We need to see who the quarterback's going to be in Arizona before we make a determination on Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. Do you think, is there a spot, is Kyler, where's his future in the NFL?
Could be Miami.
Ah.
He needs to be in an offense like that where they want to get the ball out quick. The decisions are made for him before the snap, and he's throwing to receivers that can make big plays after the catch. He never really, he was a good fit in Kingsbury's offense. He was never really a good fit in what Arizona's doing now. And I think you're really seeing it because Jacoby Brissett, who's been a journeyman quarterback for so many years, gets to Arizona and he's outperforming Kyler. Anything Kyler did over the last 2 years, it's not even close.
One more Niner one for you. Is Pearsall a start this week?
I liked his film. I liked that he was still explosive. There were plays where he was open, had his hand up in the end zone. Purdy didn't see him, so he didn't throw to him. And Carolina's secondary, it's not the worst secondary in the NFL, but it's not like anything to fear. And again, if Brock Purdy's going to have time to throw, it's just like what I was saying with Drake May, because the Panthers can't rush the quarterback. This should be a high-scoring game. It'll come down to just how many targets Pearsall gets, how many plays he can make after the catch. He's in play certainly as a number 3 receiver.
I know Greg Papa shut me down last week, and Greg Papa has forgotten more about football than me, but I can't get Kyler Murray to the Raiders out of my head. I can't do it, man.
I think Pete Carroll can.
Yeah, I think you're right. Where can people see, watch, and hear the Hall of Famer Dave Richard this weekend?
Just go to YouTube and search for Fantasy Football Today. We just finished our second start or sit show of the weekend, and it's just meant to help you win your fantasy leagues. We talk about every single player from every single game. 2 shows to help you. You can zip through the shows, find the game that you care about, find the players that you care about, and get the answers to your start or sit questions there. And also you can do it with our content on CBSSports.com. Do you know that I do a cheat sheet every week where I put a numeric value next to every player to help you with your lineup decision? So you literally click on this link and you do a search for, okay, I've got David Montgomery, and there's a number next to David Montgomery. And then you've also got Travis Etienne. And this isn't the best example because you're going to start Etienne, but you'll see Etienne has a higher number than David Montgomery. That means you start Etienne over Montgomery. Start, sit questions answered in 30 seconds. It's called the cheat sheet. You could Google Dave Richard CBS cheat sheet. It'll be right there in your face. You'll get your lineup questions answered that way.
With a numeric ranking by each one. Is there an old numeric ranking? Okay, things to ponder over the weekend. Hey, you're getting the best intro in college football, some say, this weekend at 9 a.m. That's noon your time. Miami at Va Tech. The Enter Sandman. Are you intimidated? Are you scared?
No.
Yeah. It's okay. We're at NC State. We're fighting to get over 500.
Woohoo!
Yeah. NC State and Louisville beat the hell out of us every time we play.
Our teams are going to end up in the same place by the time the college football playoff starts anyway. So None of it mattered after all.
But one of us is 8-2 and the other's 5-5. I think it's important to add that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Neither of us are winning. We're going to come close to winning the big trophy.
That's the Hall of Famer Dave Richard joining us. Check him out, as he said, on all those different channels and options. You want to win your fantasy football matchup, best to listen to the man. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Later, guys. Be good.
Right,
Thank you.
Too. That is Dave Richard. And that gives us about 4 minutes. Maybe knock out a little 3 for Madness. You okay with that? All right. Okay.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Before we continue, I'm very uncomfortable with what I'm about to do. Legitimately, very uncomfortable. But, friends are honest. I will say this. So I warmed up the soup during the break. It is fantastic. No lie. Like is there a sour cream or yogurt base?
Cream cheese.
Just, it's such a great combination. I also I can't eat it. It's got one of my pet peeves in it. I can't do it. And this is me. This is a me thing. This is not a normal. It's got a ton.
Question 2.
Jesus, I was just thinking. It's got a ton of chicken in there.
Yeah.
I can't do stringy chicken. I can only do chunk chicken. Like chicken soup, I'm very particular about. like anything involving chicken. It's a weird thing with me. So it's like the flavor is amazing. I just can't do the chicken. I hope you accept that. It's me. It's not you.
I didn't make it.
You didn't? Who made it? Your mom?
Your Facebook friend.
Oh, Christ. Is she listening?
Always.
It's amazing soup. I mean, I said that before I said anything. It's just like when my wife makes chicken noodle soup, she likes how normal people like their chicken. I do like the little tiny chunks.
Like cubes? Or
yes. It ends up being a ball of meat in my mouth. And I like, anyways, the soup
and that's a problem for you?
The soup is amazing. That's all I wanted. Can you tell me in advance it was your mother that made it, please? Maybe just tell me next time.
You said you don't know where I'm going with this, so how was I supposed to know? That's what you say. You're not going to know where I'm going with this, but this is incredible.
Flavor 10 out of 10. Flavor 10 out of 10. It's just a
awesome.
It's
very simple to make too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's
one of those like crock pot. Just throw it in.
So good.
Maybe I'll get you the recipe and you can.
Yeah. Would you? Yes, I would. I would legit love to have the recipe. There's a little separation between you and I on the YouTube page. Question 1, please.
Well, it's USC, UCLA. So.
And somebody pointed out to me too. They go, Dave's wearing a UC Davis shirt. It's a Republic shirt. Everybody calm down. I didn't do that on purpose.
Well, you did. You are rooting for Davis. You've already made that.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to. The more I hear about this whole, it sounds to me like Davis is scared to keep playing Sac State. I don't know if that's what's happening, but it just sounds like Sac State wants to keep the Causeway Classic going, and UC Davis is like, no, we're too good for you, me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't like that. I don't like that call.
Not a very good call.
So I might be a game time decision tomorrow. I ain't wearing no split jersey this time.
Time's for real.
Question 1.
Hey, there was a football game last night.
Hey.
The Texans defense, they led them to a win over the Bills.
Yeah, they did.
Can they make any noise in the playoffs?
I'm the Texans. Sorry. They're 6-5.
Yeah, they got to get there.
They got to get there first. But as of right now, they're a half game behind the Jags. I do believe they can. Let's remember, too, they didn't have C.J. Stroud either. I mean, props to the whole team for backing him up. But that is a very good defense. And I don't think the saying is offense wins championships.
It's not, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I think it's
defense.
Defense wins championships. Well, they have a great defense.
They do.
Not saying they'll win a championship, but, I think they might. Here's what I think the ceiling is for them. The team nobody wants to face in the
That's
the
a good
playoffs.
way to put it. I think if they get there, they'll have been hot, and it'll be behind their defense.
Number 2, please.
Question 2.
We'll go quick here. I know we got a break.
De'Aaron Fox led the 11-4 Spurs to another win last night without Castle and Wemby. Does that just add to the sting?
Sports 11-4. KHTK, your home of sad Kings fans. Yeah.
The Kings got the 0.
Yeah, thank you. Well done. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, it does.
I mean,
it's really simple.
What he's doing, again, it's all believable, predictable. He's a terrific player.
Yeah. He is a terrific player, and he and Harrison Barnes are leading the Spurs.
Yeah.
While we are getting blown out by 50 to Memphis. Hey, question 3.
Question 3.
What's left to get excited about with the Kings?
April. That's what's left. Yeah, trades.
Yeah, the next move to me. And I don't know. It doesn't mean that's going to equate to some sort. It's just, it feels like there needs to be a cleansing, right? And so you're knowing it's coming or believe it's coming, and we just need to get to that part. That to me is something I'm looking forward to.
That's, once again, everybody, although everyone says this is a familiar position because we're used to the team being bad over the years, get ready for something else. Welcome back to the world of this is a more interesting team off the floor than on the floor, because we're back there, and it was relocation, and now it's the business of the NBA and what's going to happen next. We'll take a break. When we come back,
business.
That's right. We'll take a look at the NFL this weekend, including some weirdness with the schedule and some weirdness I hosted with the Niners record. We'll get to that next.
Know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may know the speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-292-4382. That's 800-292-4382. 800-292-4382.
Staples presents An Easy Holiday.
Running a small business during the holidays is hard.
No truer words were.
But this year, Staples helped me have an easy holiday.
Your script has a typo.
Nope, easy peasy. I just ordered online at staples.com and picked up in store. And with UPS on site, shipping was easy too. Plus huge savings on tech, custom cards, even my holiday sale signage.
Visit your local Staples store or staples.com today for up to 45% off select laptops.
That was easy.
Ends 12/27.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports.
Would you like to be a player?
I just crush a lot.
I just crush a lot. What does that even mean? Like recycling?
Very responsible.
Well, later in the song, he says something about measuring something with 2 rulers, so.
With 2 rulers? The Kings losing streak?
I don't think you're a player.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm not a player. 916-339-1140 is a text line. It's a very logical and understandable text that deserves a response. Good morning.
Morning.
I think it's time the Sacramento Kings start to give us some answers. Are we taking on purpose? I hope so. What trades are we planning?
Oh, and that is
What's
very
the game
much
plan?
something that the team cannot say.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, just to let you know, we're trying to lose.
Right. So I get it. I do. I get it. A lot of this would be easier if you had, like, look, man, it's like anything you got to go through. Like if you go back to work after vacation, but you know that 6 months later you're going to get you're going on a trip with the family to the mountains. It's 6 months away, but at least you know at some point you're going to, if you make it that far, do something fun. Anything that you're in the middle of, it's the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, we don't know what the tunnel's going to be. We don't even know what the light's going to be, and we're not sure if it's a light or if it's like a reflection of something that gets us to the light at the end of the tunnel 2 tunnels later. Like, we don't know. But the team can't. That's why we're doing our jobs to come out and tell you what they're going to do. That's why a couple weeks ago we said this team is entering a rebuild. Get ready for it. This is what we alluded to over the summer. That's what we do. That is, the team cannot hold a press conference and say, all right, everything's on the table. We're going to lose a ton this year. We're trying to trade anyone that makes more than $10 million that doesn't rhyme with Schmeeg and Schmurry. And we're open. They can't do that. It's bad for. I would hate it if they did that because they're kind of screwing themselves over. Now, what the best you can hope for is maybe there's a trade or a flurry of trades, and that would be my guess. And then Scott Perry, sometime after the trade deadline, he's going to join us a few times. Is going to say, look, it's like I said in the offseason. Oh, Jason, can I role play Scott Perry?
Sure.
Okay, this is what I think. This is about what I think you're going to get after February.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it.
Any way you want it. So, hello, everybody. I'm not even going to try to do an imitation. I'm just going to speak as me, but I'm channeling what I think Scott Perry will say, something like in February. And then when he comes on in February, I think we should put these together and see how close it was. It's going to be, as I alluded to in the offseason, we want to reestablish a culture here, a culture of winning, a culture of heart, and culture of culture. We couldn't really do anything if we wanted to until mid-December. So that was perfect. That gave me 2 months, basically, to evaluate what we had on the roster and to see what we were looking at. And I also wanted to give our rookie head coach the opportunity to, at least have a functional team and see if we could begin the process that way. Now, obviously, things didn't go as we planned. So over the last few weeks, as you've seen, we've taken steps to greatly reduce our payroll, to bulk up. We're very happy with the bulking up of our draft assets. We've got a couple of young players in X and Y that have joined us in these trades, and now really starts the process. Are we going to make the playoffs this year? Are we going to win a lot of games this year? Well, we're certainly going to do our best out there, and Coach Christie is coaching to win every single game, and the guys on the team are going to try to win every single game. But ultimately, we're looking ahead for some help in this year's draft. We're always looking for value propositions with trades and ways that we can build a consistent, long-term contender that doesn't just, as much as I respect the Beam Team year. And by the way, this is something he didn't necessarily say, but this is something I've heard before from the organization. The Beam Team year was great, but how low are our expectations that we're using a one and done, which we didn't even make it out of the first round? Like, no, we want to get it to a point where we look at the Beam Team year, and hell, we even look at 0-2 in the Western Conference Finals and go, no. We want to continually get to the playoffs, be a contender in the playoffs, and be on the short list of teams that could head to the NBA Finals. That is a long process. We're going to make smart moves. We're going to not take shortcuts. I think that's the best that you're going to hear from him, something in that range. And I would say this too. If that comes, I know there's a lot of people that are worried about interference from above. I'm not talking about God. Interference from above in the organization. I think the way this year has gone, and I think the way the year is going to go, I think that might be the one thing we don't have to worry about. because in the past, there would be all kinds of crap going on already. There'd be firings, maneuverations, trades, this, that, whatever. So far, so good. I'm not trying to sell you that it's going to work out. What I'm saying is they've done nothing to hint that they are not heading firmly full steam ahead in that direction.
Yeah, one of the things of them losing this much and this badly, in the last 8 games, I think my own belief, I would hope, Dave, if there was anybody organizationally that thought, hey, one tweak here, one tweak there, and this team is this.
Yeah.
I would hope that what this last stretch has done is said, no, they're not a tweak away.
Right.
They're not one move away from getting to what? You know what I mean? And I think they've been, as painful as it has been to watch and to experience and to see on a night-to-night basis, I would hope no one would be of the belief like, hey, just move this and here we go. It's like, no.
If they're of that belief, it's malpractice.
Right. So I don't think I want to believe that. That in my heart of hearts, I want to believe. So maybe it's become so difficult and so obvious now. It's like, okay, this is the path we need to go, which is a path we thought they would go, but they haven't done it yet.
And I've also seen a couple of things where it's like, well, are you guys reporting or are you speculating? And I want to clean that up too. Let me be incredibly clear. By the way, I'm just speaking for me here. Just Carmichael Dave here. They are 100% heading towards a rebuild. I'm not guessing. They're 100% heading towards a rebuild. Whether those trades come December 15th, they come in February, or they come over the summer. They are there is a full understanding within the organization that this ain't it. That is the word. That is what's happening. That is all I'm hearing. They are, you can say whatever you want about them, and I get it, but they're not sitting there going, like to Jason's point, a tweak here, a tweak there. They are incredibly aware. But what they say publicly and what they do and what the organizational philosophy is privately are two completely different things. And that's where we do our job to try to sniff around the edges, figure things out, and try to help the fan base and ourselves, to be frank, at least go, okay, there's no guarantee this is going to work. There's no guarantees, period. But this is the way the large majority of the fan base wanted the team to go. Whether they're going there because they feel like they're being forced to go there by how crap the team is, or they're going there as a general thought. My guess is this. Again, Scott Perry's last stint in New York did the same thing. 13 of 14 players turned over within under 2 seasons. I think that's why he was brought in. I'll say it again. He's a wartime consigliere. I don't know if he's going to turn these players over and it's going to yield a championship, but I know he's going to turn the players over.
Yeah.
That is the part I'm sure of.
Right, and I think everybody that's watched him would agree, like that needs to be some form of the plan. It doesn't have to be every single player, but some of it has to be. And when you look at the big puzzle pieces, then you go, okay, well, what are you trying to move over? I don't think they're trying to move young players. I think you're looking at the veterans that I still think have some value, that have big contracts that can now ease the way that you change your team. Like if you moved a Maxime Reynaud today, okay, well, what are you getting back in return as far as what he's established contract-wise compared to someone with a large contract that's got a name? You have a chance to really transform your team. So I think that's the road they'll eventually get to.
And I think you and I and most people have our expectation. We talk about the Dow of pessimism. My expectations are so low on the return for these players that at this point, if they get a second-round pick for Zach LaVine, if they get a future first-round swap for DeMar DeRozan, and they get maybe a first-round pick and a rotational player for Sabonis, I'm going to consider that a wash. Now, by the way, they may very well get better than that.
Right.
But I'm keeping those expectations incredibly low because part of it's going to be, in my world, I hope that in March or April, we have all our high-priced talent gone. We've extracted every piece of value we can out of those trades. And maybe in March or April, we see some inexplicable, hard scrabble, dive all over the place, effort over talent wins out of this team to give this fan base just a little bit of hope and a little bit of happiness this year. And also remember, I just said this in November when I'm bitching about those hard scrabble wins because it just cost us 2 spots in the lottery. But that's being a Kings fan. We'll take a break. If there is a bright spot to the season, it's that whether it's a win or a lose, and let's be honest, it's almost always a loss. Kings Rewind will always put a smile on our face. And the Memphis Grizzlies blowout Did You Even Try edition of Kings Rewind comes to us next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 1.99% financing plus $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tacoma. Or score a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab. Or get low 0.99% financing plus up to $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tundra. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 12/1/25.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads, great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage, weird, but still a salad. 1 radish and a couple of green beans, also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke. Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Linley, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Say hi, Linley. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri, coming this October.
You don't look like police. I'll take that as a compliment.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected! Also, you forgot to renew your website domain and now you're in a bidding war!
You should see the look on your face!
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room and now everything smells weird!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Macy's just dropped tons of new Black Friday deals. And with more being added every week, you can save on everything you need for the holidays. Like festive dinnerware for 60% off, women's designer looks for 30 to 50% off, and men's suits, blazers, and more for 50 to 70% off. So come into Macy's, beat the rush, and get your holiday shopping done early. Black Friday starts here at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Hey, Chris, I was reading this thing the other day. I want to talk to you about it when you were gone. It was talking about it was somebody's list of the best bands of every decade. It was like Beatles for the 60s. I forget, CCR, something Zeppelin for the 70s. I forget who it was for the 80s. Anyways, they got to the 2000s. Oh, it was in the 90s or 2000s, I think. And they said the Strokes.
I'd say the Strokes at the 2000s.
And I was like, the Strokes? And I started thinking, I'm like, I don't know that I know a single Strokes song.
We use a Strokes song.
So then I went to Spotify, and I played the top Strokes song. And I was like, wait a minute. That's a Rejoiner song. But also, yeah, I wouldn't have them as the best band of the 2000s.
Well, how old were you in the 2000s?
9. Denios. Farmers Market. Auction. Hey, you know what? It's Kings Rewind time. Do we have a little thing to play? I hope we do. Because I'm ready.
The Kings Rewind. What actually happened last night? Let's travel together. Brought to you by Revival at the Sawyer.
Barf.
That's right, Revival at Sawyer. That's we thank them, and you can show your Sactown Sports 1140 app at Revival. Buy one beverage, get another 50% off your next beverage. That's good for the entire month of November. So be a part of it.
Be a part of it. Hey, be a part of it.
Enjoy.
It's good stuff.
All right, here we go. Well, let's tell you how the game went last night. Here we go. The Sacramento Kings were playing the second night of a back-to-back as the next stop on the road trip was Memphis, Tennessee.
See on Memphis. Come on a little bit of honey and a little bit of June bug. Yeah? Yeah, prime rib.
What the f*** was he talking about?
Memphis is known for many things like barbecue, Beale Street, the FedEx headquarters, the National Civil Rights Museum, and Graceland.
There's two things you need to know. I'm the king. And number two is, look out, man. Look at that. They're coming at you. You see that? It's called karate, man. And only two kinds of people know it. The Chinese and the king. And one of them is me.
You're the king.
That's funny.
This is a matchup of two teams that were the darlings of the NBA just a few years ago. You remember the original Beam team ended the season as the 3 seed. Well, Memphis was even better. They were the 2 seed.
I don't believe you.
Well, the two squads met in Memphis with a combined record of 7-23 and losing streaks adding up to a dozen between the teams.
Gross.
Yeah, that's 100% right.
Well, let's get some injury news. It was revealed before the game that Domantas Sabonis is going to be out of action for several weeks with an injury to his knee.
Have we displeased you, almighty God in heaven? Do our lives mean nothing to you?
Peace too.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, Memphis was going to be playing without Ty Jerome, Brandon Clark, Scottie Pippen Jr., and two key starters in Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant.
Hello!
Yeah.
Well, on the positive side of things, the Kings were welcoming back Keegan Murray, who was going to get his first minutes of the season.
Wasn't expecting to get this emotional.
It's not bad for an old robot, huh? Yeep, warp, seep.
Did you just make a joke?
I believe I did.
The start of the game was slow for the Kings as Memphis was the aggressor and jumped on Sacramento early.
That's not good.
Hey, but Keegan would check in off the bench and make his season debut, and on the first touch, nothing but net.
I've never been happier.
After one quarter, the Kings were already in a hole as they trailed the Grizz 35-22.
How are we going to get out of here?
We'll dig our way out.
Now, dig up, stupid.
Well, the second quarter was just plain awful for Sacramento as Memphis attacked and never let up.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Sacramento was getting frustrated along the way as Russell Westbrook picked up a second quarter technical foul.
I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Well, also in the second quarter, there was this play. Zach LaVine went for a highlight dunk. He missed it, but a foul was called. Now on the landing, Zach hit his head on a baseline chair. Memphis challenged the call, won the challenge, no free throws, and a bump on the noggin to make it worse.
Who paying you? That's all right. Who paying you?
Fast forward to halftime, and the Kings were down 75-47 to a 4-win Memphis team.
Excuse me? Baking powder?
The third quarter got worse. Sacramento would trail by the second of that 12-minute stretch by 37 points.
Don't throw up.
Come on.
Oh, this is ugly.
At least it couldn't get worse, though.
Anyway, yeah, it could. Well, in the final 12 minutes, the lead actually got to above 40 and nearly hit 50. Sacramento now has completely lost their confidence, their spirit, and they certainly are not having any fun.
Problem is, we suck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rewind. Oof. In the fourth, Kings rookie Nick Clifford went to the line and missed 2 free throws, and that got everyone in the FedEx Forum free Chick-fil-A.
You called
I hope you choke on that and die, you piece of shit. You slime ball.
You're stupid.
Well, we all long for the beam, but it has clearly gone missing as Sacramento loses for the 8th consecutive time. Power down. Well, the road trip will come to an end on Saturday in the Mile High City against the Denver Nuggets.
I don't know what I'm doing, and everybody hates me.
And there you go.
There you go.
Wow. Rewind's feeling a little saucy, too.
Rewind is very upset. Oh.
Now you know. So if you didn't watch the game, I think we just helped you out.
I think we won. That's all you really needed. Well done.
Well, apparently people in the chat needed that, so there you go.
Yeah, they did. Is it? I know we used to say it as a thing that was funny for other teams, but I was also thinking about this last night. Like, isn't it just so Sacramento that we built the new arena on L Street? Like, when you really think about it. Like, couldn't they change the name of L Street just for, like, that stretch, please?
W wasn't available?
No, like, hey, where's your arena, L Street? Oh.
Corner of L and Blowout.
Was Tank Boulevard not available?
Man.
Oh, it's just across from Old Sac.
Yeah. Just when you cross Struggle and Bus.
Right.
Yeah.
We're at the corner of Struggle and Bus.
Man.
They're so bad, dude. And we have to do this another...
There's only 66 left.
66 more games. All-Star break. Then we got to watch everybody else in the playoffs. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, what are you going to do? Chris says it's not on L Street, it's on K Street. Well, you know what, Chris? Don't operate heavy machinery. I'm literally like, you have 5th Street over here.
Yeah.
Okay. You have L Street right there, and then K kind of goes right in. You have David J. Stern walk and all that, but you know, I'm looking at, am I wrong? I'm looking at the arena right now. What is that? What is that street right there?
That reads L Street.
That reads L Street. We built our arena on L Street. I hate it all. Let's just trade everybody. I mean, we fully expected this, prepared for. I mean, I know not this, but yeah. And I'm sure there's people out there like, this is what you wanted. This, and loss-wise, yes.
You could be competitive.
Yeah, something. I mean,
the first 8 games it would be a good example. I remember, so before they went to Milwaukee, they had the loss to Chicago. We thought on that road trip that's maybe the game they could get. Then we were looking like, when are they going to win? I'm like, they will. I don't know when. They will.
Same.
Then they won 2 of the next 3.
Yeah.
They beat Milwaukee, beat the Warriors. Like, okay. And since, I don't know when they're going to win again. They will. I just don't know when.
They will 100%. Although, how funny would it be if they didn't?
If they were historically like the worst team ever in the league.
And we somehow get the 8th pick.
Not funny.
You're right. Actually, it's not funny. Because
if you're going to do it. Get a reward. At least a cookie.
I'd be fine with that. Like a crumble cookie. I am really, as we go to break here, I'm really, look, I don't want to be a downer, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be really tough for them to beat Denver in Denver to finish out this road trip. Just throwing that out there. Then they come home and play Minnesota on Monday.
Also tough.
I'm telling you right now, let's test out my finger on the pulse of the fan base that I always hear that I have. I think if this game gets, I wouldn't say out of hand like last night, but I'm just saying is double-digit lead for Minnesota.
At home?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be the ugliest atmosphere we've ever seen at Golden One Center.
Could be.
I think Monday will be, and by the way, I'm not saying that's as bad as it'll get. I think Monday will be, and remember like Detroit lost last year? It's going to be like that, but it could, I can feel the fans. I can feel it, man. I can feel the fan base is right on that edge right now. And Monday's going to be really their first chance to all be together and voice their opinion. But there is a lot of frustration. Speaking of that, Doug Christie is very frustrated. We'll hear from him along with more on last night's game as we get to the halfway point. Top of the hour right here on Sactown Sports.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Jason Ross here, and I want to tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, he is a lawyer in downtown Sacramento. He is here in our community, and he's one of us. He is a guy that has served our community very well for a long time, been very successful in court cases, if you need to go that far, but also just questions you may have. He will represent you and help you out in a variety of ways. A lot of people have asked me about these expungements that he specializes in. He has helped a lot of people with that. So if you have something from your past that's following you around that you'd like removed from your record, he can help with that. It is called an expungement and get you kind of back on track, get some of your rights going, and just get your life back in order. Maybe you need a criminal defense. Maybe you've been involved in a car accident. Could be something work-related, a wrongful termination case, a sexual harassment case. You don't know where these things might pop up, but you want to be prepared and know who can work for you and who can represent you and who to call. Well, that is Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, SacLegalDefense.com. His number is 916-304-9187. That's 916-304-9187.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
When the Kings light up the court, Sacramento lights up the night, and it all leads to revival at the Sawyer. All November long, show your Sactown Sports app and enjoy buy one, get one half-off beverages. From pregame anticipation to postgame celebration, Revival is the rooftop for true fans with elevated views, unbeatable energy, and that signature Sacramento spirit that connects us all. Revival at the Sawyer, where the city and the team both rise. Reserve your table today at revivalsacramento.com. Offer valid once per visit per person.
Hey, everybody. We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. What's going on for the Black Friday sales event, Chad?
Save big on the best-looking Jeep Grand Cherokee on the market. When you save up to $10,000 off MSRP on the brand-new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Altitude X. This Grand Cherokee has all the bells and whistles you could ever want and more. People won't be keeping up with the Joneses. They'll be keeping up with you.
It's true. This has got to be the best-looking Jeep I've seen.
I didn't think Jeeps could look any better, but they did it. But Hoblet is more than just Jeep. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter. We have over 220 vehicles waiting for you at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
10,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees after 5,000 factory rebates and 5,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include 2,000 SFS bonus cash, must finance through Stellantis. 500 first responder bonus cash for eligible first responders. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 746-799. See dealer for details.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Wow, it doesn't happen often, but we have our first host detente. Little something here going on between Jason and I. As I called Jason moments after I was diagnosed with a grade 2 herniated disc at the hospital yesterday.
It was your one call you were allowed.
I was the one call I was allowed. He was my first phone call.
I said, I got to take this.
And I wanted to he was the first, not my wife, not my parents, not my sister, not my kids. It was Jason W. Ross. And I called him to let him know what happened. And then naturally, the conversation turned to what days are we taking off for the holidays? And then in the middle of this conversation, Jason got a call from a doctor of his own.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
I was getting a second opinion on you.
They looked at the x-rays?
Yeah.
And he said he'd call me back. And so I hung up.
Yeah.
And I was in the parking lot at UC Davis Rockland. And I put my phone on its little stand right on the hood of my car, and I sat there and I waited until I had to come into work today, basically. No call.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure something crazy happened last night.
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that would actually be kind of fun to. Even I won't do that, but it would be kind of funny to have that. We have so little to talk about with the Kings. It'd be fun to go over our holidays on the air.
Yeah.
We do it like snake draft. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm calling you back.
All right, can I call you after the show, though?
Sure, no problem.
Okay. All right, thanks. Bye.
You
did it again where you hung up all serious. You were like, bye. Yeah, Chris.
Didn't you leave a message for him last night when you realized that he wasn't going to call you back?
I did. Do you have a recording of it?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. Jason, I'm sorry, but I did hack into your voicemail.
That's usually do.
That's
this is Dave. What he left me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you choke on that and die, you piece of shit. You slime ball.
Yeah, I did not get that.
I was
understandable.
I was anger.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It was a rough night for basketball. And
yeah,
you were waiting my call, and I didn't like that call.
I did, however, put in a double stack of steak-'em, green peppers, white onions, and cheese whiz.
Solo meal again?
Well, the wife and kid got back a little bit later to have it.
Does that sound like a meal that a loving family was enjoying?
And I made my own homemade macaroni salad.
Oh, Mason was brought home this time?
That's well done. He was. And cheesesteaks on a hot dog bun. I've taken more appetizing photos, but It's cheese.
It's an interesting cheese display. The top is very different than the second one.
Yeah. Okay. Here's why.
Different can.
No, it's the same can. Okay. It's Cheese Whiz, which is the proper cheese to use on a Philly cheesesteak.
The top one looks like pasta.
Okay. So the bottom one was I opened the can.
Okay.
And I missed it had been pressured.
Shot to the corner.
So just all over the place, right? By the second one,
you couldn't control your cheese.
I had figured out how to control the cheese expulsion from the thing.
Okay.
And I made nice little cheese strings.
Got it.
And then some homemade macaroni salad. And I posted it, and a lot of people said it didn't look good, but man, it tasted good. Tasted really good. It was,
okay.
So we did that. And then I thought of, as we get to Doug Christie here in a second, I thought of remember how Paul Simon said the nation turns its lonely eyes to Joe DiMaggio, basically? Yeah. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? Well, I thought, where have you gone, Domantas Sabonis? I'm turning my lonely eyes to you. And we got this email that from the Kings, if you're on they send it all out to all the media. Kings center Domantas Sabonis experienced left knee soreness. Imaging revealed a partial meniscus tear. He'll be reevaluated approximately 3 to 4 weeks. To which I'm sure there was some media member out there who was like, league sources confirmed.
Yeah.
Ready for the suitcase of cash question?
Yeah.
I got a suitcase, $250,000 on the table for you. Has Domantas Sabonis played his last game as a Sacramento King?
I don't think so, but I think it's a very good question, a very fair question, because it's possible. Like before, I'd be like, no. The one thing I would wonder, and I don't know, I've never been involved in a trade. Let me ask you this: if I called you today, and you're Sam Presti, you seem to like him.
I like him,
and I'm Scott Perry, and I call you about Domantas Sabonis, whether or not you need him or would like him or utilize him. Would you have any reservations present moment that he's injured?
I would not.
Okay.
I would do my due diligence with the medical staff.
Right, of course.
And if they said to me, it was just a partial tear, we're being careful.
He will be back in 4 weeks. He'll be fine. Okay.
No, then I would not.
All right. That's my reason for pause, where you go, one,
perfectly understandable.
4 weeks gets us to December.
Yes.
Well into December, past that kind of magical date when more teams and more players are available for trades. So I would say no, I don't think it's his last game, but there may not be many more.
He will be reevaluated in 4 weeks, which would be December 19th. Happy birthday to my sister and my sister-in-law.
And the other part of that, if I don't even know how many games they play in between now and then, but if it's going down the road that it is now, let's say that's 15 more games and they go 3-12 in that 15, like they just did in this 3-12 now or whatever it's been. You're talking about a 6-24, 25 win team. So maybe there's less of an urge to bring him back or get him like, hey, he might be 90%, but let's wait 2 more. I don't know what the philosophy, how they'll handle that.
Assuming he comes back, let's say probably the earliest he possibly could. If they say he's going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks, that's December 19th. Okay. Let's say they reevaluate him and they're like, he's 100% good to go, which generally does not happen. But at the earliest, then, that would have him back Saturday, December 20th versus Portland. Now, you can help me out here because in the meantime, 2, 4, 6, 8, they have 9 games. But, Jason, it's that weird thing I got to ask you about again because I don't quite understand it. There's 9 games scheduled, but there's no game scheduled between December 8th and December 18th. Isn't that weird NBA Cup thing where there will be games scheduled?
There will be 2 added for the Kings.
Okay, so 11 games then will transpire at the least. And to be honest with you, it's probably more like 12 to 15, him coming back somewhere around Christmas. And now we're not well into trade season, but we're into trade season now. In a way, and I wonder if Sam or other folk that have more connection than I do to agents and stuff, I would really love to know, okay, he's legit injured. I would never question Domantas Sabonis' heart and soul and passion and all of that. He's played injured his whole damn career, it seems. And he's legitimately injured. Let's not go there.
Right.
But Is he rushing back?
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing I forgot to mention yesterday because I realized that after the show ended, or no, I don't think I mentioned it yesterday, was the night before when they're playing OKC. I remember some bench shots and they showed Keegan. I'm like, oh, there's Keegan.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, wait, where's Sabonis?
Right.
I didn't see him on the bench. And that's very curious. I'm like, that's weird. Why is he not there? And so then, antennas go up. You're wondering what's going on. But then I realized after the news yesterday, it's like maybe he went to a specialist. So if he went to a specialist to get more input and find out what he was going on with the knee, that made sense why he wasn't with the team at OKC, because I didn't see him on the bench. But now we know.
Yeah,
I think he went and visited a specialist or
I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's fine.
But then you got to look. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. I want, Sam was having fun. Like, you like to act like you don't know things. On my kids, on my hand to heaven, on my kids, I have 0.0 knowledge of this. This is completely a guess and a thought on my part. I would be shocked so bad that you would have to poke me with a stick and like throw water on me to wake me up out of being unconscious. That's how shocked I was. If we haven't had at least one, if not multiple agents checking in with Scott Perry saying, I get it, but just to double check, like my guy doesn't want to be here. Mm-hmm. He wants out.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to throw an example name out there. There is just literally no way on God's green earth that the team can be this bad for this long. They read, they get it. If we're sitting here saying they're going to rebuild, they know.
Yeah.
This is not where, and now I'm just going to throw names out at random, but I will make a case. Like, why would DeMar DeRozan want to be here? Why would he not want to go to a contender? He doesn't have, he's not 90, but he has maybe 1-2 more years of his prime, and he's having a horrible scoring year right now, but good percentages. Zach LaVine. Why in God's name would Zach LaVine want to be here?
I would want to be on a different team if I was those guys.
Absolutely, they would want to
now,
be
if this team was better, it's not an indictment on the city or the organization per se, but right now it is. It's like, look, there are better options. There are better teams. And I think the team wants to move on from some of these guys. So let's make it happen. You can still do right by these players and also help your own team for the future.
100%. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. JR, I think. Is this JR?
It is I.
Nah, that's not JR.
I get the vision of Dave, you sitting on your car with a boombox by your ear saying, in your eyes.
Uh-huh.
In your eyes. Sorry, Peter Gabriel.
Call me back, Jason.
What a prank.
Boombox, outside his door.
And I thought he wouldn't even make it in today. I was like, he's still going to be waiting.
And what's funny is this has happened before, kind of a different scenario, and we didn't want to wake up his wife or son. So what Jason did, Jason's room's on the second floor of his house, is he lowered a ponytail, and I was able to climb up it into Jason's room, and we were able to visit. Jay Punzel.
Ponytail. Do you not look across the screen there? There's no ponytail in that dome.
Wow.
Hey,
that was before.
Okay. Yeah. Is your sweet little girl going up to Eugene this weekend?
No.
Oh, she's going to miss the opportunity for game day?
I
know. I'm okay with that.
She should be going.
My sweet little girl can spend time at home studying, and I said she's doing a little mini documentary on the guy Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's the type of stuff I want my kid to do.
Okay, I don't know. That would be friggin' awesome to go to Eugene this weekend and just be psycho at where they filmed Animal House. And then she could realize her poor decision of going south instead of going north. But that's okay.
Thank you, JR. Appreciate that. Dwayne, you're on the air. Good morning, Dwayne.
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? I don't see no light at the end of this tunnel, man. This thing is a dumpster fire. These guys couldn't guard a statue. These guys can't stay in front of their own shadow, bro. On top of that, you got Doug Christie. He doesn't know how to coach, bro. He doesn't even know on the second night of a back-to-back to go ahead and let the young guys play more minutes. Put Neat Clifford in. Put Keon in. Even what happened to Carter? I mean, I got to know what's going on out there, man, because at this point, I'm like, nothing can save this team. Just sell.
Yeah, well.
Sell the whole team.
Sell all of them?
To whom?
What about Keon? We're selling Keon. What about little Devin Carter? He didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault. Let's talk about Doug.
Okay.
Douglas Dale Christie. So I would say, like, well, what do you want him to do? What do you want? I'm not, this is not a full-throated defense of Doug. This is not me saying Doug hadn't made mistakes. It's none of that. Doug's remit is not to tank.
1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, everything's good, but just 1 second.
Oh, sure. No problem. Everything's good? Okay. All right. Doug's remit is not to tank. Doug's issue, his point.
Oh, I got to go. 1 second.
You're stupid.
How scared did you get?
I would think that there's something about to hit the studio, dude. Doug's job. I don't want to speak for Doug, but I'm gonna try to role play Doug Christie. Okay. Doug was asked by the owner, the GM, whoever, probably both, to coach the Sacramento Kings. Doug, his entire career was the guy that was the dog that overcame whatever obstacle that maybe it overcame. Doug does not lack confidence. So the owner and new GM say, Doug, do you want to stay on for another year in your hometown where your family is, and you want to get a chance to be a head coach of the Sacramento Kings, the team that you had the best years of your career with, and we're going to pay you a couple $1 million, and you're going to skip the line in a lot of ways, if you will, from a lot of other coaching lifers, and you're going to get this opportunity. And what do you say? Do you think in your right mind, any of you, myself, Jason included, and especially Doug, are going to go, nah, I think I need more seasoning.
Right.
Yeah, thanks, but I just rather be on the bench. No, you're going to be like, where can I sign in blood coming out of my face? Yes, give me the damn job. Okay, so that's step one.
Right.
Now you are handed this. Honestly, the closest I could, you know what this team reminds me of is like when my son was in like kindergarten and they asked him to draw a dog, and it had like 8 legs and the face looked like a lion, and it was all over the place. And I wanted to look at it and be like, son, this is the worst piece of crap I've ever seen. But he's in kindergarten. I don't want to crush.
Beautiful, great work.
All right, gorgeous. And we put it on the fridge.
That's great looking pizza.
Yes.
It's a dog. I mean a dog.
Dog. Yeah, it's a great dog pizza.
Yeah.
If this team was constructed by kindergartners, I would print out the roster and put it on the fridge and be like, aw. So Doug is handed this horrifically, terribly constructed, worst constructed team perhaps in the entire league. He is handed this. And then Doug is, by the way, I said earlier, I don't know what I was talking about when I was talking about players wanting out. This I do know. Dude, Doug's there like 18 hours a day. It's insane. He is there all
kind of concerning, actually.
He's there all the freaking time. And obviously it's taking a massive emotional toll on him. And we know that Doug rides for the city and always has. So Doug is now coaching this platypus of an NBA team. He ain't perfect. He's made mistakes. There's things he does I don't like. He may suck as a coach, and he may be contributing to the losses. But I am telling you right now, and anybody who disagrees with this can shampoo my butt. There is no coach in the NBA that would have this team anywhere near 500. Right. Not Eric Spoelstra, not prime Greg Popovich, not Red Auerbach, Don Casey, and who was the Nuggets coach with the big collars in the 70s?
Doug Moe.
Doug Moe. Huh. They have a baby, which would be weird. They couldn't. There's Michael Malone, Rick Adelman. Right. So maybe a really good seasoned coach could have pulled out another 2 or 3 wins on this team. You're Doug. I don't know that they're saying this, but this is what I hope they're saying. They're saying, Doug, look, dude, we don't want you to feel any pressure this year. We know you're not going to embarrass us, or you're going to do everything you can not to. We need to learn about you. This is a place to start. You have a terrible roster, but your job is to go out there and do everything you can to try to win games. And we're going to do everything we can to change this roster. And ultimately, by the end of this year, you're going to be coaching a team that you're probably most cut out to coach right now. Young, inexperienced kids that need to be taught the NBA and how to play and travel and be in the NBA the right way. Like, I feel Doug's best place to coach right now, because he's so young at it and new at it. His best place is coaching a team that's out, not a team of vets. So you say, well, Doug's doing this wrong. Maybe, but what's the difference?
Right.
And I'd rather have a guy in here that would give his life for the city of Sacramento and does a little bit wrong than a guy that's getting a paycheck and farts out a couple extra wins that we don't even need anyways. Well, you should fire him. Why? What is the people keep saying? Is Doug in the... I'm telling you, Doug would have to take a dump on Slamson at center court to get fired this year, unless there's like a huge player revolt or something.
Sure.
I can't speak to next year.
Yeah.
But I would ask, instead of saying, should Doug be fired, it's, why would you fire him? What are you getting out of that?
Yeah, I think when you're evaluating this team and you look at it, I think everybody has confirmed that they are imbalanced.
Yes.
So then, okay, if that's the backdrop, I think it makes it more difficult for every coach. You've also had a few injuries. Boom, that's part of it. Part of the league. Schedule's been tough. Great. We know all the obstacles they've had. But if you were a decision maker and you firmly looked at this team and you thought the coach was the issue, then you make a move.
That's right.
But I don't think, and to your point, that if you picked whoever you think the worst coach ever has been or the best coach ever has been, I don't know that the record is that different at all. And I think until they get to that next phase, that's probably more of a accurate time to evaluate Doug. Look, let's look at the low point of last year was the 6-game losing streak, Fox fouling a 3-point shooter to lose a game. You fire Mike Brown. It was just all the controversy. Doug then won the next 9 of 10 with that team.
Right.
The same coach.
Same coach.
They had some so
the hoops were different sizes. Sorry. Go ahead.
But so it's a really tough. To me, I think one of the most difficult parts about this is we all can see where the inefficiencies are with this team. But what I don't like is, at least when you're playing the veterans, you're thinking, because I think the only way out of this is the players to play through this.
That's right.
I don't like the body language of the veterans and the guys like you alluded to that I think DeMar DeRozan would want to be somewhere else. Doesn't mean he's not trying.
Sure.
I think Zach LaVine would want to be somewhere else. Doesn't mean he's not trying.
That's right.
But that's the group that has to get you out of it if, like, while you're in this stretch waiting for the next trades, and that's the group that's leading. I don't like the way they're leading right now. And I don't know how you fix that.
Yeah,
while they're here, right?
I don't think you do.
Yeah,
I don't think you do. I in the end, I do not think you do. And all we can do, and this is bringing back some serious PTSD for me, and I think for a lot of people is, I feel like this is PTSD from relocation when I'm saying, like, all we know is this. We're all in it together.
Yeah.
We're going to be here every day.
Right.
We're going to talk about this. There's going to be times when we don't talk about this. It can have, like, I'm not trying to be over dramatic here, but you can have, like, real mental health effects from this. It can ruin your mood.
Sure.
And we'll do everything we can to keep things from getting frustrating and blah, blah, blah. All right, before we go to break, I need this. Lynn.
Mr. Carmichael Dave.
Whoa.
Hey,
Ross.
Hey.
It's been a very, very, very long time since I called you guys.
Yeah, shockingly. What have you been doing?
Been watching a lot of IndyCar the last 8 years.
Why haven't you been watching Spurs? Hey, why haven't you been watching your Spurs?
Okay. So back in 2018, we saw Mr. Popovich and Mr. Kerr went down this rabbit hole, this very political rabbit hole. And it just
what rabbit hole? Political. You stopped watching the Spurs for politics?
Let me finish my point. If you go read the articles and see how crazy it was down in Spurs
I didn't know you could be more of a douche than you are, but you are.
Wow.
All I can feel is oil and vinegar right now. My goodness.
Let me finish my point.
Finish your point.
The same guy is president now, okay?
Shut up. Jesus, these people breathe, man. God, I just thought he was a bandwagoner. Really? And I don't care if you're politically whatever, but I didn't watch my team. It's like the same people that boycott the NFL.
Isn't Popovich still part of the Spurs organization?
Yes, yeah. And I'm just going to take a wild guess with Lynn, just a wild guess as we go to break. I don't have a problem if your beliefs or your politics make you not. That is your right, 100%. I may not do it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I just have a weird feeling that if the Spurs still had a really bad record or weren't great, Lynn would still be sticking by his principles because Pop is still a member of the organization. Nothing's changed other than he moved up. But I think magically, now that they're good again, all of a sudden Lynn's like, it's been enough time. I'm back. Go Spurs. God, I don't hate anyone. Well, I like Hitler, but
I would say you're extremely annoyed.
I am I will say this. I have no respect for Lynn as a human being. Okay?
You'll just say that.
I have no respect for him as a human, because if he's like that with his sports teams, that's why I love Kings fans. You know why? Like, Kings fans, if they're on one of them dating apps, everybody should date a Kings fan. You want loyalty? You want somebody that's going to put up with your garbage? You want somebody that's going to be there time and time and time and time and time again? That's a Kings fan. Lynn? Please. Get out of here.
Oh, please.
Oh, please. No, just no respect for him. We'll take a break. Barf. When we come back, hey, 4-down territory, upset locks, and so much more next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool, foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu!
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Savor Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
The mildest summer in 30 years has left AC makers with overstock and far below their sales targets. Your chance for huge savings. Sierra Pacific's partnership with top manufacturers mean exclusive discounts to clear inventory fast. Get premium systems installed flawlessly by friendly pros with ironclad warranties and great discounts with SMUD rebates. Plus, HVAC's tax credits expire December 31st. Call for your complimentary proposal. Visit SierraPacificHome.com.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air. The guys in the big red trucks.
Carmichael Dave. He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Our thanks to Chris's mom for bringing in her wonderful soup.
Fantastic.
Thanks to Chris for being the mule, the pack mule to bring in all the food and all that. We appreciate him. Thanks to Jason for bringing in donuts.
A burro,
excuse me.
Have you had a donut or just the...
So I was going to say this. Like, usually when you get a dozen donuts, like the place is nice and they'll throw in like 4 or 5 donut holes. You brought in a sack of holes.
Yeah. I didn't realize. So I looked on the board. I go, hey, how much is a dozen donut holes? And they said, I can't remember what he said, like $2.75.
Really?
Like, you know what?
Give me 2 dozen?
I took 3.
3 dozen.
Yeah.
Like, this thing was a full...
36 were in there.
My goodness.
I think you've had
Eat them all you can, because I have a feeling Alan's going to go face first into them.
He likes glazed donuts.
I do love glazed donuts. Also, do they have donut holes like... I wonder how come they never do like donut holes with like sprinkles.
Oh.
Sprinkles.
I've seen them before.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the difference between a donut hole and a cake pop? Is that the consistency? Like a cake pop is more cakey.
The stick?
Yeah. They have
donuts fried, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying if you put a stick in the butt of a donut hole, now do you have a donut pop?
I don't know.
Raider Ted. Good morning,
Hey,
RT.
Raider Ted.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Raider Ted?
So, too many similarities between the Kings and the Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah, can I just say real quick,
playing.
you have a great radio voice.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know that. Go ahead. Back to you.
I appreciate that. It's because I'm on my first cup of coffee. But, I just, all I want to do is watch my teams and see a semblance of hope for the future, which for me has been way too long with both of these teams. And I want to see the youth play. I get Doug wanting to do, some different matchups, but I don't understand, as you were alluding to, why he keeps playing DeRozan and everybody so many minutes when you've got these young players that might actually be able to defend better, and then we can see what they have. I know there's questions about some of them and how many minutes they can play, and Precious might be our best defender, especially in the low post, and maybe we're going to see how that goes. But and then in a corollary with the Raiders, it's like they haven't put Pickett in for like maybe 6-7 games now when he should have come in, and it's like, what are they trying to do? It's like you can still lose.
Well, look, and I think you're asking the right questions, and we ran out of time. I will say this: and I'm the guy, Ted. I'll post at the end of each game. Now I post the minutes for what I kind of call the core 4, and give or take. Right. Nick Clifford, Keon Ellis, Max Reynaud, and and Nick Clifford, right? Okay, your core four, and I would put Keegan Murray in there too. He's just been injured up until last night. I totally hear you, and I've thought the same thing, and I'm kind of on the fence about this. Like, well, why doesn't he just play those guys? Because honestly, and I don't think he's probably wrong, the players that he's playing ahead of those guys are better right now, and all he's trying to do is win as many ball games as possible. Now, Ted, you're probably instantly thinking, and you're correct to do so, it's not working.
Right.
And I get that. I think Scott Perry is going to make that decision much easier for him as the season goes on. Now, as far as your second comment, and I hear you too, being a Raider fan, that brings up a really interesting question. I think I can say on November 21st, 2025, I think the Raiders are in a far easier rebuilding position than the Kings. I do. I think if you look at the two of them, I go, okay, you've got an established coach. You've got a young GM that had success in Tampa Bay. You have some pieces on that team, both young and Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer. And you also have some gems on that team that could bring you a lot of value in Max Crosby and a couple of others. I love the Jacoby Myers trade. I thought that was a great trade for the Raiders, and they've got some pretty decent draft capital. Now, Ted, I'll let you finish because you're probably thinking, yeah, Dave, I've heard all this before. But I just think on paper, I think the Raiders are actually in a better rebuilding spot than the Kings right now.
Well, I know you guys are limited on time. We'll just say our offensive line is absolutely atrocious.
Agreed.
And, our left tackle's hurt. He's our best player. And then JPJ got hurt, and he's out for like another 3 games. And he was already struggling, even though he's a great player. He has some issues with being in the right place at the right time. But the rest of the line is horrible. Yeah. And if you can't protect and you can't run block, what are you going to do? And it's not hold the ball really long. That you need somebody that can scramble around and make a play out of the pocket, roll out, things that you adjust for. And we don't have a running quarterback on that team. So, but I agree with you. They are a lot closer with the Kings. I thought maybe if you had Malik and Levine just shoot the heck out of the ball and then filter in all the U's and play some D around them and just let them fire away, we might have a better shot. I think Levine had a lot of points last night, and we lost by like 40, so I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. I just want to see the young kids play more and see what we have before we start getting in draft position, and I appreciate you guys listening to me today.
One thing. Raider Ted?
Yeah.
Do you have any other sports teams?
Yeah.
Which ones?
And they happen to win occasionally, but I'm a Yankees fan and an A's fan.
Okay.
So,
Yankees and A's.
Yes, but and it's a long story, and I won't bore you with it.
But at least you're getting to see your team in a playoff. So
yeah, the Yankees. You mean? Yeah.
Being a Raiders and having the Raiders, Kings, and A's all let a Yankees slip in.
I think the Craw group, as I call them, the Kings, Raiders, A's fans, or Carr. Rack?
Either way.
Okay.
Arc.
Like Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Water's coming on. I think the Arc fans, the ARKs out there, and I know there's a few of them in the chat too. If you're an ARK fan, if you're an Arc fan, God bless you.
Yeah.
You're an A's fan,
Godspeed.
a Raider fan, and a Kings fan. I don't think there's a worse combo if you tried.
Yeah.
I would also say to Raider fans, if I'm John Spytek and I'm looking at the Raiders are almost certainly going to get a top 5 pick, I'm looking right now in the top 16 on a couple of mock drafts. There's at least 4 members of the offensive line that are looking to be. Dude, I literally spend my entire draft pretty much on off. Just quarterbacks have a funny way of getting better.
Yep.
Receivers have a funny way of getting more open. Running backs have a funny way of and they've already got Genty. I go so offensive line. And shockingly, I think they'll be a lot better this year or next year if they do that. We'll take a break. Oh, we ran through that. Okay, we still got to get. We're going to do this. No?
I don't know.
Let's try it. So when we come back, we have 4 down territory, who's hot, who's not, and celebrity pick 6.
Yes.
I think we'll tell by the time we get to what's hot and what's not whether or not we can do that or not, but we'll try to knock all 3 out, and we'll do that next before Greg Papa at 9.
But first.
Carmichael Dave here to talk to you about my friends. At Hoblet, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. It's not just the leaves falling at Hoblet. Prices are falling like never before. Let's talk about Ram heavy duties, the 2500 to be specific, the 2025 2500. That's a lot of 25s. $13,000 off MSRP on the brand new ones. Also, you won't find a better selection. Let's say you like that color, but you hate that interior. You like that interior, but you hate that color. You're going to find the vehicle you want at Hoblet, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. Hundreds of new Rams available, more arriving every single day. There's a reason why they're consistently one of the top Ram dealers, not just in California, but all of the U.S. of A. Go see the Hoblet difference for yourself. Get that big city selection and savings with this small town family-owned feel. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. Celebrity Pick 6, 4 Down Territory, and more coming up next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Staples presents An Easy Holiday.
My holiday list was a mile long.
Fa la 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 boo hoo hoo.
Staples made it easy with big savings on tech gifts.
I'm listening.
And I saved big on custom holiday cards, too. Plus, Staples has UPS shipping in store.
Holy flying reindeer. Shop Staples today for 60% off custom cards, invites, wrapping paper, labels, stamps, and photo gifts.
That was easy.
In-store and online expires 12/20. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Savings abound at Elk Grove Honda during the Honda clearance event underway now. This is your final chance to drive home in a new 2025 Honda Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline at Elk Grove Honda clearance prices. Right now is the right time to save, and if you're looking for pre-owned Hondas, Elk Grove Honda has a huge inventory. Visit the Elk Grove Honda 2025 Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline clearance sale at Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
Sacramento, the stages are heating up, and Sactown Sports has your tickets to the biggest live shows coming your way. Kick things off with hometown favorite Tyler Rich, bringing that California country sound to Ace of Spades on November 22nd. Then crank it up with Spike and the Gimme Gimmes, the punk rock supergroup that knows how to throw a party, November 29th, also at Ace of Spades. Need a laugh? Don't miss comedy legend Mike Epps, live December 5th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. He's guaranteed to have you rolling. And keep the music going with rising country star Larry Fleet, December 6th at Ace of Spades. Smooth vocals, killer songs, and all the good vibes. Then mark your calendar for Brooks and Dunn, April 25th, 2026 at the Nugget Casino Resort in Reno. It's going to be neon lights, boots, and big hits. Catch all the action on the Sactown Sports live events calendar at SactownSports.com and keep your weekend's game time ready.
No payments for 90 days at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That's right, no payments until February 2026 on every new Ram, Jeep Wrangler, Gladiator, even the Pacifica. No payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock at the guaranteed lowest price. You can check out their full lineup at SacSuperstore.com or stop on by. They're centrally located right across from Hagan Oaks Golf Course. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's the place where a handshake still means something. And right now, no payments for 90 days on every new vehicle in stock.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, he is. That's my guy. My guy.
Dyson Daniels has recorded at least 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 67 straight games. The only other NBA player in the last 40 seasons to have a streak of at least that long was
Russell Westbrook.
Domantas Sabonis.
Chris Paul, who in 2008 had a 73 straight game.
Okay.
He's doing well in
That's hot.
LA right now. Who's not?
The Kings. I don't think I really need to go into detail.
Yeah.
They're just like permanently who's not.
Yeah.
For the time being. Are we ready?
I think so, Dave. It is that time for Celebrity Pick 6. And we've never had this. We've never had an in-studio Celebrity Pick 6. But we're doing that today.
I'm scared.
We have a special guest. Or should I say special guests?
Guests.
Yeah. It's a big week. And so we're going to have the big reveal here in a moment. Okay. It's Causeway Week.
Oh!
We have our celebrity pickers, Gunrock and Herky from UC Davis and Sacramento State.
Oh, this is great.
Come over here.
All right, you're there and they're there.
No, they're both going to be on this side.
They're both going to be on that side.
We have to put them close together for this.
Never done this before.
Yeah.
Are we on? I think we're
on.
Well,
they can't speak. We know the mascots can't talk. It's weird.
Wow.
But Dave, we're going to make some exceptions here for our picks because how would they make a pick?
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm a grown man, father of 2, one who's in college currently. When I'm around mascots, I'm 4 years old again in the best way. I get so excited. So thank you for coming. This is so great.
List there for Herky. Herky, if you could slide over just a little bit, and we'll have Gunrock's list over here.
Okay.
So look, Dave, I've made the mascots of the games that they have. So our first game, for example, is Pittsburgh. Who are they playing?
The Steelers are playing the somebodies.
The Bears. And so we've got Staley the Bear or Steele McBeam. And so that's how they're going to make their picks between Herky and Gunrock.
Okay, I got it.
We got this.
I got it.
UC Davis, Sacramento State. It's the Causeway Classic, and we've got Herky and Gunrock in studio.
Yeah, and we got to be careful because this is a week. There's a lot of tension.
But they seem like they're okay together. Seems
so
like.
Far.
You never know.
So they can't stay for the field.
Yeah.
By the way, I just got a call from the NCAA commissioner. Apparently, whichever mascot wins this week, their team, because they're making the playoffs.
Yeah.
They get a 10-point advantage in game 1.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Can you believe that?
There's extra pressure on Herky and Gunrock.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay, so for our mascots, the first game, and again, just to let everybody know, our Celebrity Pick 6 is brought to you by, we have a new sponsor, too.
We do?
Roosters on the River.
What?
And our own Chris Verlaw. You've been a regular there, Chris, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the must-go for brunch. They've got dinner there. It's right on the river. Great views. Huge windows.
Let's go.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is it's winter right now because, once it gets springtime, best place to be.
That is cockadoodle rad.
Yes.
Good for them.
Thank you to Roosters.
All right. Thanks, Roosters.
And just to let everybody know as well, our leader at the top of the board, we have UC Davis Aggie coach Jim Less, who went 4-2.
Yes.
Let's see who's up there at 4-2. Well, Mike Bibby, Hornets coach. You had a 3-3 week.
Okay, that's good.
Let's see.
Sacramento legend.
Brad Miller's helping out the Hornets. He went 3-3.
Good for Brad.
Yeah.
He actually was able to read, too, which is a great...
Wow.
I didn't mean anything by that. I didn't mean anything by that.
My goodness. But our leaders are Coach Les and Jerry Reynolds and Cody from down the hall.
Yeah.
Chris went 5-1.
He doesn't
You're not
count.
counting that?
He's not as He's part
Oh
of
wait,
the show.
someone went 5-1 and they went to Sac State.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, Chris went to Sac State though, and he's 5-1.
Oh,
Herky will accept that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so just to let Herky and Gunrock know, nobody's ever gone 6-0, but maybe this is the week.
This might be it. Please be the week. Please be
All
the
right,
week.
for Herky and Gunrock, your first game
This is my favorite one, by the way.
Steelers at Bears. So
Okay.
we'll see who they pick, whether it's Steele McBeam or Staley the Bear. Go ahead and make your
Okay,
pick.
they're thinking.
Oh, Bears for Herky.
Bears for Herky. Yeah,
And
it's
Bears.
for
They're on the
Gunrock.
same page.
Look at that.
Did they just become best friends?
Are they best? Is it? You know what? That's it. Nope, they're not. They
Okay.
Didn't happen.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Game 2 of our 6. All right, they're getting their sheets ready.
Sheets ready.
Colts versus Chiefs, which I believe we have KC Wolf.
They're doing all this with their big paws too. By the way,
that's how they were born. They can't help that.
No, I'm saying that's great.
KC Wolf or Blue, which is the Colts or the Chiefs. Okay. All right, Gunrock and Herky, your answers, your picks.
Answer is
Blue and Blue. What is happening?
What is going on?
Okay.
Is there a handshake? Is there a Causeway handshake?
You know, some are saying, Dave, this is the last one. I don't know.
I hope it's not because
not
we
either.
don't know. No handshake.
No handshake.
No, none.
All right, next up
Don't
for
even
Herky
think
and
about it.
Gunrock, Game 3 of our Pick 6, we have the Browns, and the Raiders didn't even have a mascot. What are we doing here?
The Autumn Wind is their mascot, but it's tough to draw.
They might be more attracted to Chomps, the
Right.
mascot of the Browns, but we'll
Maybe.
see. So Browns or Raiders,
Browns
make your
or
picks.
Raiders, make your picks.
We got Chomps for the Browns, and Gunrock's not sure.
We
Wow!
got another. Wow. 3 out of 3, they agree.
Okay, I don't know. All it
All right.
takes is one to be different, but we'll see.
Here we go. I am stressed out in all the best ways.
3 more games. The next game, we have...
Why can't our Kings be this entertaining? Can I just say that?
I know, Gunrock, I'm with you. The Packers again, Dave. No mascot.
But
Victor the Viking is a mascot. So we've got the Vikings at the Packers at Lambeau Field. All right, Herky and Gunrock, your picks.
We've
We've got a Packers. We've got separation. We got a Vikings and a Packers.
We will have a winner this week, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
we will have
Herky
a winner.
takes the Packers.
I mean, there could be a tie.
Gunrock takes the Vikings.
Wad.
All right.
By the way, how is the Packers mascot not a giant cheese? Thank you.
Gunrock agrees.
How
So
is
does
it?
Herky.
There should be a call to the mascot union, you guys. I know you're a part of it, and they should say that's another mascot job. It should be a big hunk of cheese running around cheesing.
I can only imagine. Are your meetings just the best?
Just 100%.
They probably can't.
They're
tell
very
us the
quiet.
secret stuff. Yeah. not a lot of words.
They're very quiet.
But just fun. Running around, tumbling,
gesticulations
jumping.
everywhere.
Wait, what?
Right there.
Okay.
I mean, these are college mascots. They know what they're talking about.
They do.
They're educated.
All right, next up, guys, we are looking at the Falcons or the Saints, which I believe is Freddie the Falcon. Or Dave, do you know the Saints mascot?
Yeah, it's Paulie the Praline.
It's Sir Saint and Gumbo.
Oh, and Gumbo?
Yeah, Sir Saint and Gumbo or Freddie the Falcon.
All right, I know which one I'd take.
So Herky, Gunrock, who's winning? The Falcons or the Saints? Herky says Falcons. Oh, we got another separation. Falcons and Saints. Herky says Falcons. Gunrock says Saints.
Gunrock says Saints.
All right.
Here we go.
6th and final game. Here we go.
So nervous.
Sunday Night Football. The Buccaneers at the Rams, which is Rampage versus Captain Fear.
Captain Fear!
Representing Tampa Bay or the Rams or Rampage. All right. Herky and Gunrock, your picks for the Buccaneers and the Rams. Fire away. Rampage it is for both. Ram tough.
Okay, so there are 2 separations.
Yep. Packers, Vikings, and Falcon Saints. Otherwise, 4 for 4. But that's going to be a...
We've had a lot of... You've knocked it out of the park every week with your celebrities.
I mean...
This is the best.
The best celebrities of all.
Can you do me a favor, Jason? Because I am 4 years old. I opened my phone. If they would be okay with it.
Oh, we're taking pictures.
Okay, can I? I want to.
Oh, you want one without me?
No, I want one with you too, but I want one right now.
Right now, like in progress. You're going to get between Herky and Gunrock, and we're just going to get a picture of all pictures. There we go.
I told you I was...
But we have to do more.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And I told you I was going to be split jersey guy this week because
Yeah.
I love them both. So now I have my arms around both mascots. Because honestly, you know what I hope for on Saturday? A good game.
Yeah.
Nobody gets hurt.
Yes.
Everybody tries their best and has fun.
And
yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was so great.
There you go. The picks are in. Our celebrities came through.
Good luck this weekend.
Herky and Gunrock.
Remember, we got the Causeway Classic here on Sactown Sports coming up tomorrow. Some are saying the biggest college football game in history.
That's what some are saying.
Some are saying that. Some are saying definitely the biggest Causeway Classic ever.
Yeah.
And some are saying the last one.
No, we're not going to make it. Let's go. We're going to have more.
We have to have more.
Let's go.
You can't say Sacramento without Causeway Classic.
That's right.
You can't. We'll take a break. When we come back, Greg Papa, the voice of the Niners, right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at ChooseChangeCA.org.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Amateur players will be pleased to know that the USGA doesn't object to a friendly bet with your weekend foursome. Friendly bets include soft drinks after the round, hot dogs at the turn, or even a $2 Nassau, one of the most widely used bets in golf. It takes its name from the Nassau County Country Club of Glen Cove, Long Island, one of the many clubs frequented by the well-to-do in the late 19th century. As the story goes, matches between these clubs were often reported in the local newspapers, sometimes to the embarrassment of wealthy industrialists coming out the loser. The Nassau captain J.B. Coles Tappan then devised a format where the worst possible result could not be reported as anything more than a 3-0 defeat. In a Nassau, 3 equal wagers are placed on the first 9, the second 9, and 18-hole total. A $2 Nassau is sometimes referred to as a 2-2-2 bet. Some play better with a bet to keep their attention. Others are nervous at the thought of losing. Whatever your choice, golf is a game. Have some fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
He has nearly 40 years of broadcasting in Northern California. The voice of the San Francisco 49ers, Greg Papa. Sponsored by Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard of the public adjusting industry.
All right, welcome into our final hour here of the show on this Friday. That was a lot of fun here in our last segment. We still have Herky and Gunrock. They're loose. They're loose in our building. I don't know where they are. But having some fun with them. That was great that they were able to come through and get everybody hyped up for the Causeway Classic tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. They were good sports, and we were able to make them our celebrity pickers for this week. So that was a lot of fun. And I know my favorite part of all of that, too, is that it's a surprise for Dave. And, Dave, I got to tell you, there was some extra work going on to keep you from seeing them.
Oh, my goodness.
And then when I got that call, that's one of them was here, and I was like, trying to sort things out, and they were in the back room. We had them hidden in another studio.
Oh, my goodness.
So
that's the best.
My favorite part is the surprise for you.
It's my favorite part, too.
And did you have even remotely any idea who'd be coming through those doors?
I swear on all that is holy, I didn't. I had no idea. In fact, even when I saw commotion right before, and I tried to block it out because I didn't want to know.
Yeah, well, you know what?
If you guessed, I don't think your guess would have been as good as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way. No chance.
So it was great having Herky and Gunrock in here. And you know who's called the Causeway Classic?
Who?
Our next guest,
What?
Greg Papa. Yeah, I was calling a game when he was doing it on TV.
Look at that. Greg Papa, the voice
of everything.
The voice of our generation.
Yes.
That's who he is. He joins us.
I remember that game so well. Did Sac State not have a wide receiver in that game, Jason, that just went off? By the right school. There was one wide receiver in that game that I was so impressed with. Was he a Sac State Hornet? Which side were we on?
Yes, and I think if I remember right, you called the game at UC Davis.
Yeah, great field. What a stadium. I love that stadium.
And I think it was Tony Washington who had 3 touchdowns in the game, I believe.
If he had 3 touchdowns, it was probably him.
Yes.
Whatever happened to him? Did he ever get a sniff at a tryout in the NFL?
I think some sniffs, and some arena and Canadian Football League after that. But yeah, he had one heck of a cause. He was a good receiver too. You're right.
He was really smooth. It was impressive. I love that stadium.
Yeah.
I love the press box. I love the feel of. Honestly, and I was doing Raider games then. I thought this is better than whatever the hell place we were playing in that McAfee Coliseum and Edmund Associates Coliseum or the Oakland Alameda County whatever it was. That stadium was one of the best that I've ever worked in. The TV booth was right at the 50-yard line. It was an amazing vantage point. The booth was huge. The game was like a late Saturday afternoon game. It was crispy later in the year, obviously, November football. I remember it well.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a fun day and that wide receiver. That's the one that I came away remembering. Tony Washington.
There you go.
How old is he? Niners need a little thin wide receiver. You think? How old is that guy? Is he 40 yet?
I don't think he's quite that age, but he's up there. I don't think we've ever asked Greg, Dave, have we, about what's your favorite broadcast location in the NFL and maybe the bottom?
Not counting Oakland, San Francisco, or San Francisco, just to make it easier for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's my favorite broadcast location or stadium?
I don't know. Maybe it might be the same, or is it not?
You know what I would say? I'll make it all one. There's nothing like Arrowhead. I mean, Lambeau's Lambeau.
Right.
So let's take Lambeau out of it.
Okay.
And Lambeau's booth we've changed, but and I went to Arrowhead every year, obviously, with the Raiders. So when I first started with the Raiders in '97, the broadcast booth was really low. It was like on the 3rd floor. I remember getting off the elevator there and all the busts of all the Hall of Famers. Right, Lenny Dawson was matriculating down the field right in your face when he got off the elevator. And the broadcast booths were just, I think, on the 3rd level because it was an older stadium. It's there in Buffalo are the two, outside of Lambeau and Soldier Field, are the 2 oldest in football. So the broadcast booths were just so low. And there's a famous story that I actually got to witness was Al, after a tough Chiefs loss, getting on that elevator. And Carl Peterson, then the Chiefs GM, president, whatever he was, tried to talk to Al. And Al just gave him a look like, not now, Carl. And he shut him off right there. And Carl didn't say a word. Carl had his full-length leather jacket all the way to the ground. Anyway, so that booth was incredible. It was open air. And it's Kansas City. You could smell the barbecue. Doing the Raiders games there. I did do one 49er preseason game from there recently. The TV booth is in that area. But doing the Raiders, they're all giving you the finger. I remember driving in on the bus in the morning, and there'd be like a blue-haired 80-year-old woman, cooking her ribs, and she's like, "F you!" She's like, it was classic. So it was Raiders and Chiefs, and it was so that whole environment. But then they decided when they put a lot of money into Arrowhead, and they put I don't know, $500 million into Arrowhead. It's like a $500 million improvement. What did they do? They took the radio booths and they moved them up to the sky, and they decided to enclose them with glass, like they're in a aquarium. So I was like, we went from the best broadcast location in the entire league at Arrowhead, and you could smell it and feel it and see it. Now I can't smell anything, I can't feel anything, and I can't see anything because I'm on the top rim of the stadium. So Arrowhead went from the best overall in so many ways but it's still Arrowhead. It's still Arrowhead. I love that place. I miss it. I
know this is a really dumb question, so of course, instead of waiting till we're off the air to ask it, I'm going to ask it and embarrass myself. Arrowhead's an homage to the Chiefs and all that, right? It's not the water, like the sponsor.
Oh, wow. You mean Perrier?
Yeah, like Arrowhead and all the crystal and all that.
Did they ever get a water deal?
That's what I wonder.
I wonder. I must have all those years. So I gotta look into that. Yeah. It's. What's their chant? No, that's the Atlanta Braves.
No, Greg. Greg.
No, I know.
No, it's Florida State University.
Hey.
Come on.
The Braves also. I can see Hanoi Drain sitting right next to Ted Turner during those playoff games. So I don't know.
Before we get going on our Niners here, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you. Hey, how about those Kings, Greg?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Thanks to the Warriors.
How long is the owner going to be patient here?
I didn't hear that. Sorry, the connection broke up a little bit.
I mean, Vivek's not praised. I remember him firing Mike Malone when they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So I love Bowtie Doug. I love Doug.
Yeah.
As a person, as a player, as a broadcaster, and man, he went off the other day. I don't know exactly what he was talking about, but have they won a game since? And
not since the Warriors.
Wow.
No.
The one thing is, as bad as the Kings are, I think the LA Clippers situation is equally as bad, if not worse, with the payroll and the level of expectation. It's one thing to be bad. When you double down and you're bad and you're old, that's not good. And right now, both those teams the Warriors are old and they're up and down. They can be bad some nights, but they're also good some nights. But I feel for you, brother, and I feel for Doug Christie, and I know that owner has no patience. So Vivek, once in your life, try to be patient during the holiday season and give him time to get the system in. But it's not good what's going on. And now Sabonis is out for so long, so I don't know. It's going to be it's going to start slow, but hopefully Doug will teach him the foundation of how you become a winner, because he knows, and he just got to ride it out. But he may not get that luxury, and it's going to be ugly. There's no doubt. It's tough to watch right now.
Well, once again, public service message. We said this earlier. If you think things are bad out there, if you think things are not going well, just remember we have many people in our listening audience that are Raiders, A's, and Kings fans.
Oof.
And I'm well aware.
They've been into it. Hey, look, these 49ers, I was noticing some interesting things when it came to the standings, and I know that's just a schedule-related thing, but my goodness, say what you want about our Niners, who are at 7-4, but they're 7-2 in the conference. They're 4-1 in the division. I mean, I just bring that up because it seems like this is going to be a horse race for playoff spots. I think the odds would say the Niners are probably more likely to be a wild card team than the NFC West champions, and they do have some pretty good scores in some of those columns when it comes to tiebreaker. But you got to win the game in front of you, Greg. There's a radio tape.
Well, and they did beat the Rams, and they did beat Seattle. So I mean, the first tiebreaker, if it's two teams just trying a tiebreaker, it's head to head.
Yep.
So the Niners have beaten the Rams. They have beaten Seattle. But the Rams obviously beat the Niners. They're probably the biggest game of the year. And this game Monday night is going to be huge. The game right after Christmas on Sunday Night Football, December the 28th against Chicago, is going to be huge. And whenever that Seattle last game of the year, it's a TBD, that is going to be huge. So right now they're 7-4, and technically they're in third place in their own division. But I think they have the best 7-4 in the league, and probably the best 7-4 I've ever seen first of all, they've already gone 5-2 on the road, so they played 7 road games versus 4 home games. That's going to some degree, get to 9-8. And then, as you mentioned, they're 4-1 in their own division, which is a tiebreaker when it comes to winning your division, but maybe more applicable on what we're overall looking at with the West or with the NFC is they're 7-2 in the NFC. Every single one of their victories this year have been in the NFC, and a couple of their losses have been AFC losses. So it's a solid 7-4. Problem is you got 2 really good teams.
Yeah.
And I watched that whole Rams-Seattle game. I still think Seattle's better. But Sam just did not play a good game, and he threw it to the wrong guys 4 times. And despite that, Seattle was right there at the end. Now, do you expect to make a 61-yard field goal? It's pretty tough. I know guys are bombing them, but that's hard. So Jason Myers didn't make it, but when they play again, it'll be in Seattle, and that could be a different outcome. And maybe that's enough to pull the Raiders or the Niners into a playoff spot. Wow, that was weird. That was chemo fog. Don't blame that on my mind. But this game, when you look at the 6-7s, and I am moving my hands here to accentuate that. No, everybody on earth, everybody on earth. The bellow ball, you're killing me. So anyway, Carolina's 6-5.
Yeah.
And the Niners are 7-4. And right now, you're looking at a playoff spot in 7. But if you lose this game, that's one you don't want to have go the other way. Carolina, David, could win the NFC South.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay is playing Sunday Night Football this week against the Rams at SoFi. I think you'd have to think, we'll see how the game goes. You never go. But if they lose that game and Carolina comes in here and beats the Niners on Monday Night Football, guess who's in first place in the NFC South? The Carolina Panthers would be amazing. Now, I think the Rams will beat Tampa, or we expect them, but you never know. I always come on here every Friday and I build up the opponents. I'm, just appropriate fear. Greg Popovich taught me always have appropriate fear of your opponents. And a lot of it I don't have to, it's not contrived. There's something about the other team. Like last week's game in Arizona was ravaged by injuries. They didn't have a lot of people, but I was afraid of that pass rush with Josh Sweat on the outside and Calais Campbell on the inside, and they caused problems. Josh Sweat had a sack in the game, and but Brock was able to get the ball out, and it's so great to have big brain Brock back. But I'm looking at Carolina. I don't see anything they're great at. I see very few things they're even above average at. In every statistical category, and the 32-team NFL, they rank in the 20s. They don't commit a lot of penalties. That's good. So they're in the top 10 there. And they're also a top 10 team in rushing the football. They run the ball. Rico Dowdle, number 5, is going to be the key to the entire game. And they've got to stop this guy. And he is tough. He has the combination of power. He is a big, thick, violent runner, and he's very patient. He's got a little remember Le'Veon Bell, the old back that used to play with the Steelers? He kind of waits a little behind for their double team blocks, and then he just goes. And he's got power, and it's all straight ahead. The guy's got like 17 runs this year of 12 or more yards, and he hasn't been their number one back. First 4 games he wasn't. Chuba Hubbard was. He took over in week 5. And he's like 4th or 5th in the NFL in rushing. He's got more rushing yards than Christian. So he is the secret to the game. But they want to play like the Niners. They want to run the ball. They want to play time of possession. And they want Brock and George and Christian to watch the game over on the Niner bench. They don't want them to get them in the game. So basically they want to Niner the Niners. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I don't think they're as good at it as the Niners. And I think if the Niners just play a solid, above-average B game, don't turn the ball over. If Rico Dowdle comes in here and runs for 200 yards, you got a problem. I will grant you that. Is he going to be able to do that? I think he'll rip some runs off, and he will be a problem. But I think, are they going to score enough to be able to do that and move the ball consistently enough? This quarterback they have, man, is he a little guy? They list him at 5'10", 204. I'm not buying the 204. He may be 184. I mean, that guy he may be the smallest person that's ever played quarterback in the NFL. I mean, Doug Flutie, they think they listed Doug at 5'10", but what was he really? But Doug is thick. He's got big legs. Russell Wilson has got big, thick legs. Brock's not even 6'1", but Brock's got those baby Bosa quads. This guy just looks like your paper boy. But we don't have paper boys anymore, so I don't even know what I'd call him. He's just like he looks young. His body is young, and his last name is young. And when you hit him, sometimes I even feel for him. He got hit a couple of times last week in Atlanta, and I was like, oh my God, I hurt. Like what happened to him? And then he gets up, and he's pretty tough, I got to say, but he's just not very big in any regard. He's a capable thrower of the football. Tataroa McMillan, their rookie wide receiver from Arizona, is the real deal. So they're two guys you got to worry about on offense. Or number 4, McMillan, and number 5, Rico Dowdle. Beyond that, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm right, and the Niners just handle this team. But I just don't, unless the Niners just play a bad game and a sloppy game, and with Brock back, I just don't see that happening. But it's possible. If the Niners just play a solid game and play like the Niners, I really am having a hard time building up the appropriate level of fear for the Carolina Panthers.
Greg, I know last week when we talked to you, it was exciting to get Brock Purdy back. You said 30 for Purdy. They went north of that to get 41. I don't know. I'm sure some of that was Arizona, but I just thought he and the offense looked smooth, efficient, and that's going to be the best part of this team going forward. Do you think they can be a team that keeps living above 30 points?
Well, I mean, certain teams, certain matchups, and Carolina's defense is solid. They gave up the most points last year defensively of any team in the history of the NFL. Now, we are playing 17 games, so it's a little deceiving, but they gave up like 536 points, I think the number was, and that's over 31 a game. I'm talking about them not being great in any one area. They've improved their defense impressively. They're giving up like 22 or something a game. It's pretty incredible from where they were a year ago. So, but as far as, scoring 30 a game, I think you can score 30 on this team. And then you go to Cleveland, that may be hard. Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator in Cleveland, is really good. Kyle's had a hard time with him historically, no matter where he's been. And you expect some weather there, Lake Erie, and then Indy, Chicago, Seattle. I don't know. There'll be some games where, high 20s may be where you go, and would that be enough? But the point is you're going to be more explosive offensively, the way Brock sees the game, the way he has full autonomy at the line of scrimmage. That can call to get George Kittle his touchdown was just brilliance by Brock. I don't know what he saw that tipped him that it was man coverage and not zone, but he saw it, he smelt it, something tipped him. I think it was a hand signal by their stacked linebacker, and Brock just got to it. And now you've got your weapons back, whether or not if Brandon Ayuk comes back. You got Juwan Jennings. He's back and healthy to play X. You've got Ricky, obviously, that can play split end, which is Z or F. And you've got Demarcus Robinson, Kendrick Bourne. You got other guys you can mix in there. And you've got Christian and you got Juszczyk. So you got a lot of weapons you can turn to. So, yeah, I think with big brain Brock fully functioning and his feet, and in particular his right big toe, which is the one he had the turf toe on, he looked great. You could tell right away he was healthy. He was lining his feet up. He was driving off that back foot. And looking at it, I'm not sure he was ever right completely all year before this game. I think the Seattle game, he went into the game physically fine, but mentally they just cloud your mind. That defense is difficult to deal with. Mike McDonald, their head coach, probably had the best defensive game plan of anybody against Brock in his career, including Spagnuolo in the Super Bowl. You remember that Christmas night game against Baltimore when he threw the 4 picks? About a minute into the second half, he threw 4 interceptions. That was against Mike McDonald. Mike was the defensive coordinator of the Ravens then, and that's what got him the head coaching job in Seattle. He was all over Brock, all those in cuts, and they just took him all away. Brock was paralyzed. And so I think initially in the Seattle game, mentally he was like, wow, this is a tough defense. It's figured out. And then eventually physically he was not right when Julian Love hit him and the toe injury happened, and then he got hit repeatedly in that game. I think we could see it right away physically. He could grip it and rip it. His feet were lined up. And then mentally, Arizona was giving him everything. They were trying to disguise what they were doing. And I say on that Kittle touchdown, I thought it was zone coverage, and it turned out to be man. I'm not sure how Brock deciphered that, except he's just big brain Brock. Look at the brain on Brock. It's like, wow. But I think this was the first time from start to finish in a complete game he was physically and mentally sharp 100%. So if you can keep this guy healthy, he's got the ability physically, but more than anything, he's got the processing power with his brain to figure it out. And even against the elite defenses in the NFL, he's going to make you pay.
Greg Papa with us. I know this is an unfair question, but I was asked it by somebody else the other day. Almost every week you've come on, we've sung, rightfully so, Kyle Shanahan's praises and everything he's dealt with. Hypothetically, if you had one coaching trophy that you could give out and it came down to Kyle Shanahan or Robert Saleh, who would you give it to this year?
Wow.
Right? Because I feel like I keep skipping.
Niners Coach of the Year.
Right. Like
Niners Coach of the Year.
I just wonder if, no disrespect to any of our previous coordinators, but it really hit me. My goodness, the defense probably has been hit more than the offense, or at least it's right there. And I just feel like in years past, maybe the defense would have collapsed a heck of a lot more than it has. And Robert Saleh just deserves. It's so good to have him back.
Well, the good thing is you don't have to. I mean, whatever awards you want to, cut in half and give to each guy, they're both on your team. One runs your offense and one runs your defense. So basically, you have co-head coaches here, and Robert. And I was around him a little bit, going back to the spring when I was healthy, and we hollered at Saleh and we hugged it out, and I love the guy. But I could tell right away he's different. The experience that he had in Florham Park with that owner and that whole situation and Aaron Rodgers, and it just changed him. He's learned a lot. He's a quality man. He has tremendous wisdom. He's the one guy out there that's got more kids than me. How many's he got? Like 8? I don't even know what the hell he's got. But he's a great leader. He's patient, and he's tied this defense together, and he's coaching a bunch of youngins. It's been really hard, but he's tying them together. What Kyle did, though, was keep this team humming with a backup quarterback, a backup receiver, a backup wide tight end, backups everywhere, backup left guard. Now you're on your third left guard. And, the eligibles we always talk about. You got a quarterback and 5 offensive linemen. So the eligibles are running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. You get 5 of them. And they were changing every play. I mean, honestly, it was like, who are these people? Who is Marquez Valdez-Scantling? I remember him in Green Bay. What number does he wear? Who's Sky Moore? What? So I was like, how does he? It was unbelievable. And they weren't putting up huge numbers, but they were making drives at the end of halves, at the end of games to win. So I think you can make the point Kyle's had his best coaching year he's ever had. And I go back to the 21 year when Kyle rebuilt the team mid-year, when he started incorporating Debo as a running back, when they had a lot of running back injuries then, and they ran, they called it Deadpool was the formation, and then, 11 Tyson was the personnel group, because or 11 Tyson is what they called it. Debo's given name is Tyson, but Kyle couldn't pronounce it, so he made him Mike Tyson. And 11 is 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers, but the genius of 11 Tyson as one of your wide receivers is Debo Samuel. He's not a wide receiver. He's going to play running back. So everybody was in the wrong group to match up with that. But anyway, that year, and there was a Monday night game against the Rams. Debo went off in that game and had a big catch on a 4th down, and he ran all over them. If they had lost that game, Kyle told me before, if we lose this game, I'm going to play Trey Lance. I'm going to pull Jimmy, and we're just going to move on. But they won that game, and they wound up getting hot, and they wound up winning a bunch of games. And Jimmy had some injuries, and he wound up going all the way to the NFC Championship game in L.A. and, gave it away in the 4th quarter. So that year was Kyle kind of reorganizing the team dramatically mid-year, and they also moved Eric Armstead from defensive end back inside to D tackle. They made a lot of changes, and it worked, and they got hot. So that year was special. But this year from the start, with all the injuries and constant change in personnel and eligibles around, and now slowly you're getting Brock back. You're getting a healthy Jawan Jennings back. He's healing up. You're getting George Kittle back. You're getting Ricky Pearsall back. So let's roll. So right now, can Kyle's offense get you to 30 for Purdy or more, and can Salah's defense keep you? I know Arizona. I mean, how many yards did they have? 5,000 on Sunday. They had 500 yards. They still only scored 22 points in the game because you took it away from them 3 times when you had to. One right on the goal line when they were going in to score, and you jumped them early, and you allowed Kyle to play 49er football and run it down their throats. So if Salah can keep them into the low 20s, then I think Kyle's offense will get you to enough to win, whether it's high 20s or 30s or whatever you need. 41, you got to get 41 every. I don't know about that, but you may not be required to do it. So the combination of Kyle and the way he's running the offense with everybody around him and Salah and the way he runs the defense, it's like you have co-head coaches right now. I think in any given game, you can beat anybody on this schedule. Now, you could lose to anybody, although I don't feel as much about it like that as I did early in the year. So I think you have a combination that could win. There's a formula with the combination of Kyle and the offensive coaches and Robert and the defensive coaches to win certainly enough to get you in the playoffs. If not, in fact, somehow figure out a way to conquer the West again, to win the NFC West.
The voice of the 49ers, the one, the only, the legend, Greg Papa. Also, sometime voice of the Causeway Classic as well.
I looked it up too, Greg. Tony Washington in the 2008 Causeway, touchdowns of 29, 35, and 2, had 81 yards, 3 TDs, 4 catches, and the Hornet win over the Aggies.
Wow.
He only had 4 catches for 89 yards?
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
But 3 were touchdowns. I thought he was really impressive. That was fun. So we got the Causeway Classic coming up this Saturday?
Yes.
That's right.
Where's the game going to be at?
It's back in Davis again this year.
Wow. Are you calling it, Chase?
I will be, for Sac State. Yep.
Wow. I assume? I don't even want to assume. Who's favored to win the game?
I think Davis is a less than a touchdown favorite. They are 7-3. Sac State is 7-4 going into the game.
Might be the last one too, Greg. It's the last one scheduled between the two of them.
Why? That's it? They're just continuing it?
Well, Sac State's leaving the conference, and then they're a team without a conference right now. So it's a little wait and see here.
So what do we got? Ken O'Brien is the best player ever from Davis. Is that where we go?
I would say. I mean, he's in that 83 draft class.
I mean, JT O'Sullivan, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's popular on social media. Adame Ojo, the receiver.
Open. He's wide ass open. I remember him well. Ken O'Brien. We had a mutual friend when I first moved to the Bay Area. The former mayor of Lafayette, California, the great Scott Tallon, the youngest mayor in the history of the United States. He was 21 years of age. He was tight with all those guys, and I hung out with those guys. Ken O'Brien was a really good-looking young man. He was like a male model type. He didn't, Marino was okay, and Tony Eason and Jim, but the best-looking of all of them by far was Ken O'Brien.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in his company, I'm like, dude, wow, you're like the best. He's better looking than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, whoa.
What?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know, man.
Maybe not. Jimmy's the best-looking person, man or female, that I've ever been around in my entire life. Jimmy had that Italian glow about him. But Ken O'Brien, good-looking man. How old's Ken? Ken's got to be, is he 60 now? Or
I would think so. That 83 draft class, it's got to be.
And then who's the best player out of Sac State?
Well, I mean, you got, right now, active, you got Scadaboo. Well, I know he's hurt, but he came from Sac State after
Didn't
Arizona
they produce
State.
some linebackers? Sac State's produced some linebackers.
Oh, yeah. Marte Mapu's on the Patriots now, but there's some.
Right.
Hey.
Have a good call.
Thank you.
Touchdown, Hornets!
Hey!
Well, tape that one up. That's
exactly.
I love you, Greg. Talk
Thanks,
to you soon.
Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
That's great. Greg Papa, we'll take a break. When we come back, what's on deck? 3 in the key. We'll recap. We'll knock one out for Kings Nuggets over the weekend. And then celebrity birthdays Friday. We got a lot to get to.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It is finally Friday. A cool, foggy start to be expected. Watch for some drops in visibility across the valley floor this morning, quarter mile or less through about 10 a.m. Getting into the afternoon, mostly sunny skies today, upper 50s to low 60s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Cal Athletics. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, tell me all about the Black Friday sales event.
Right now, save up to $15,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Sport S. Or, if that deal isn't good enough, lease one for as little as $189 a month for 36 months.
Ooh, my brother had one of these, and he absolutely loved it.
Most people who do love its versatility. But Hoblet is more than just Jeep. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter. We have over 220 vehicles waiting for you at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$13,000 total net savings after $92.50 factory rebates and $37.50 dealer discounts. Rebates include $92.50 lease bonus cash. Must finance through Stellantis. Residency restrictions apply. $189 special lease with $19.95 due at signing. 10,000 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO score, plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. To get this net savings, VIN numbers 546328, 546330. See dealer for details.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
JTV, Jewelry Television. With 80,000 jewelry looks, we're kind of a big deal. Even bigger with new lines of designer handbags, fragrances, and more. And biggest of all, because you could win a 7-night stay in Bali, spending money, and thousands worth of JTV jewelry, making you kind of a big deal. Enter by December 7th at jtv.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Then watch JTV on TV or shop jtv.com for big holiday deals.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
All right, we can tell you what's on deck. We got a jam-packed segment, jam-packed last 26 minutes here. You got Timberwolves at Suns, Pelicans at Mavericks, Nuggets at Rockets, Thunder at Jazz, Blazers at Warriors. That's just some of what's on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, there's some football this weekend, too.
Yeah.
Florida State plays tonight against NC State.
Oh, how about that?
We got the USC game this weekend. I know you're into. Go, Oregon.
Okay.
That's about it.
And the Causeway. Yeah.
Oh, that game.
Yes.
We have the mascots in. How am I supposed to root against either team? Just do your best and have fun.
Did the pictures turn out okay?
Yes, I posted them.
Good.
I posted them immediately. Well, I didn't post the one of us, though.
Who took the one of all of us?
That was Chris.
Okay.
Hey, thank you. We'll get those up as soon as we get them. But, yeah, there were mascots.
Yeah, that was fun.
They were in the studio. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, every week I go, you can't follow that up. And then you followed it up.
It was work. It was a work in progress, but we got it done. Thank you to Sacramento State and UC Davis for helping make that happen, to bring in Gunrock and Herky.
By the way, well, before we get to everything, because we got to go, Gunrock was an actual horse.
Mm-hmm.
It was donated by his owner, American financier and horse racer August Belmont Jr. Hey, like the Belmont Stakes.
Yeah.
He was okay as a horse, like racing-wise, but then he retired to stud, to breed horses. Mm-hmm. In his career of studding, Gunrock covered, they say, a total of 476 mares. He's like the Michael Jordan of horse studs.
Mares.
Wow.
I hate mares.
What a great, can you imagine that if that happened in like real life, where they're just like, oh, hey, super awesome athlete. We want to make more athletes like you, or super awesome model. We're going to, your whole job is, to
make more of you.
Make more of you.
Yeah.
Here, we will bring
have at it.
People to you.
Yeah.
And you just,
just show up.
Cover them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pay you a ton of money.
Show them some love.
Show them some love. Good for you, Gunrock.
Yeah.
Hey, and Herky was awesome, too.
Yeah.
He covered 476 mares, but
I don't know.
We'll see. He covered the spread. All right. We got that. We got this. Let's get to it. Let's recap 3 in the key.
Dude, you totally forgot about AEW Full Gear this Saturday.
AEW Full Gear this Saturday.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that a root beer owns a wrestling thing.
AEW.
Oh, I said I thought it was you were being Spanish. It was AEW.
So the one I'm looking forward to the most is Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné for the women's AEW championship.
Mercedes Moné, great granddaughter of the artist Moné.
Also Samoa Joe versus Hangman Adam Page.
Can I just say
for the AEW Men's World Championship?
Can I say AEW? This is the Spanish AEW because E is and. Like, that was a layered funny joke.
It was.
Hey, I don't want to get in your head.
Oh, God.
We've got to count on your donut hole consumption.
You do? Well, maybe I'm all done eating donut holes today. All right, let's recap 3 in the key right now.
That number to be revealed later.
Oh, no. Was I eating on the radio? On the video? I was, wasn't I?
A lot. Greg Papa.
Kings went to Memphis last night, and they weren't great. And I don't know how to sing anymore because I hate this team, and I wish I was not here talking about them because I have nothing. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Let's go. Keegan made his return. This was our first prediction. We said, how many points would Keegan score? Davey said 8. I said 11. Chris said 14. He, in fact, had 11.
Got
it. We asked for the Kings' first points and the Kings' last points. Dave, you did a DeRozan sandwich.
DeRozan sandwich.
I said Levine and Monk. Chris said Keegan and DeRozan. Well, Keegan came off the bench, but it was a Westbrook free throw first. And the last points came from Maxime Reynaud.
Bergier.
And the random stat, Dave, you said the Kings will not cover the spread. You got it.
Hey, how about me?
I said the Kings would miss 2 free throws in the second half in a sequence to give the fans free Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, got it.
And Chris said the beam will be lit.
What an idiot.
He did not get it.
What if the spread was like minus 41.5 and they still, that would be so awesome.
40.5.
40.5.
You were right.
Yeah, I was right. Covered. Good for moi.
All right, here we go. Let's pick. We got another one. We got games tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's do it. Denver.
Kings go to Colorado to finish up the road trip against the Nuggets. I'll bet you they get blown out so bad by the fourth quarter. I throw down my remote and say, forget it.
Well done. Jokic stat line, points, rebounds, assists.
Give me a triple-double. That would be 33, 12, and 12.
I'm going to say 48, 14, and 7.
I'm going to say 28, 14, and 6.
All right, next up, we are looking for the Kings' leading scorer. Who will it be and how many points?
Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray with 25.
Wow, I have Keegan as well with 19.
Hey.
Russell Westbrook, 21.
Hey.
Okay. And last thing, random stat.
The Kings will not cover.
Okay. What is the spread?
Oh, God. I know we got to go quickly. That's a great point.
I will say the Kings, this is my random. I'm not picking they're going to have a double-digit lead at one point in the game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
10, not 20.
We
10.
will see a beam.
Wow.
Oh, you're tripping. No line out yet. My guess is Nuggets by 12.5.
Okay.
All right. We will do celebrity birthdays right now. Brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, are you in the middle of a giant losing streak? Do you want to stick your head in the toilet? Nothing tastes better when you're in a losing streak like Crumble Cookies.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the 5 best. It's a best of 5 between you and Chris. All right, here we go. Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn is 76.
78.
Chris is closer, 80. Happy birthday to Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan is 46.
What? 50.
Do we have 2 things going at the same time? It's freaking me out. Okay, thank you.
Chris is closer, 54. So Chris is up 2-0 to end this series. Dave, I'll let you pick which one you want to stay alive with. Troy Aikman, Ken Griffey Jr., Olden Polynice, Carly Rae Jepsen, Justin Tucker, Cooper Rush.
Give me Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay, how old?
58.
Crystal for the win.
He is 56.
For the win and a correct answer, a 3-0 sweep, Chris for luck.
You know what?
How sweet it is!
We'll take a break.
Woo!
What we got? Just kidding. When we come back, Friday Fun and Games. Jason Ross edition next.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon.
Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit ends 12/1/25.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
We have finally made it to Friday.
Let's end your week the right way with Friday Fun and Games
On the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right. It is time for Friday Fun and Games, I think. We're going to get to it in a moment.
I'm a mascot.
Dave's back in. Alan wasn't here.
Alan doesn't care.
And Alan just left.
Alan doesn't care at all.
You do not want to know what Alan just said to me.
Wow.
I mean, I kind of do now. Yeah. Now
There's a chair over there.
Now I terribly want to know what Alan just said to Chris. But I really probably
Mascots
don't.
are making their picks.
Mascot. You know what would have been a fun game, a Friday fun game would be, Alan, guess why those are there.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it would have taken him. Is Alan going to have guests or mascots on his show today?
I don't know.
I can tell you, coming up at 10:30 on Alan's show, trades are coming.
Yeah.
He's hearing things.
Hearing things.
I'm hearing things.
He might want to go to some sort of psychiatrist.
He said you might want to go to some sort of psychiatrist.
What's up, Jason and Dave? My name is Corey. I'm the vice president of a new baseball team in Modesto, reaching out to see if you guys would be interested in interviewing JT Snow.
Wow.
You mean Winchester Country Club member JT Snow? Yeah, JT Snow, who Dwayne Kuiper one time said, JT Snow is a fox. It's completely out of, he'd hit a home run.
Attempting to dazzle Dave.
Yeah, we would interview JT Snow whenever Mr. JT Snow would like to be interviewed. 100%. Back to you.
Okay, before we get to Friday Fun and Games, Dave, Chris dropped a little line on you earlier that you just kind of went through, but brought some donut holes in.
Do you have any idea of how many you think you've consumed?
I would say over under. I'll be fair because I kind of forgot I was eating them. 6.
Okay,
6
that's a lot.
Over under 6. It is a lot.
6.5.
How much make a donut?
I don't know how many holes would make a donut.
It's a donut hole.
Yeah, but how many would make one donut?
Oh, I'd say 3, 4.
Okay, so 6 is a lot.
6 is a lot.
Half a dozen. Would you believe that you ate half a dozen?
That's
6.
Yeah.
Would you believe that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you did.
What if I told you ate a dozen on top of that?
No, I did not eat. No, I did not. I did not eat 18. Are you serious?
Okay.
It's not a bit.
There were 36 in there. They were counted in the last break. Chris said he had 2. Kyle had 1. I had 1. I don't think the mascots. They took a couple of donuts.
Yeah, I had some.
Yeah, this is post.
Oh.
Cody came in here and took a double handful,
Okay.
I think.
I'm going to give you a reenactment of when we were talking to Greg Papa. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I blacked out, man.
I think you thought it was popcorn.
I was thinking about last night's game, and I blacked
Dave's
out.
eating a lot of
I was
donut holes.
stuffing holes down my throat.
These
What
are
do you
for
want
Alan.
from me?
For Alan to eat the rest.
Thank you.
It's quite a plate.
I can't wait for Chris Watkins and friends to do the real-time thing, but with a little counter on it.
Yes.
I'm fat.
All right, you guys ready for Friday Fun and Games?
We're ready for Friday
That's
Fun and
always
Games.
a theme to
Let's
Friday
go.
Fun and Games. This is a Friday Fun and Games that is coming back for a third time.
Third time.
It plays this Friday every year. It's the Causeway Classic Edition, and I'm asking the same questions that I've asked the previous 2 years. Yeah. Okay, Dave, this one's first for you. Name 3 people that you have worked with on the morning show that have attended Sacramento State over your years.
Oh, easy.
That would be Christopher Laud.
Okay.
That would be
One.
Nathan Goodyear.
Okay.
And
you always say Nate, which is good because I listened back to the last 2 times.
Yeah.
And that's right.
And attended Sac State on the morning show. And Deuce Mason.
There you go.
Boom!
There you go.
You also
In
missed.
your face!
You also could have went with Kyle Matson.
Oh yeah.
Or Jay Mars.
Jay Mars. The 1 year Jay Mars was here, and he was like, he's in that room.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, this is for anybody.
Shout out.
What does the winning team of the Causeway Classic get?
They get the
piece of the Causeway.
The Herky Cup.
The Herky Cup. Okay. Piece of the Causeway. Okay. Is that what we're going with?
Piece of the Causeway.
Yeah. Little concrete cylinder
Yes,
piece of
the
the Causeway.
The Causeway Trophy.
Yeah. It used to be the Victory Carriage. Now
That's
it's the
right.
Causeway.
Cause of the Causeway.
Okay. You were here for this.
Yeah.
Alan was not at the moment, but I know he's going to get this. Alan, what's the name of the Sacramento State mascot?
I know it. I know it.
We've said it.
I know
multiple
it.
Times today.
I know what it is.
No, you said.
I know him. or
You
her.
said the UC Davis.
What's the name of the Davis mascot?
Yeah.
Gun Rock.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's a Sac State?
I'm so glad I didn't call him Gun Rack, by the way, which I almost did.
A gun rack.
Stinger.
No.
Stinger the Hornet.
No, I'll give you a hint. Okay.
Alliteration.
It's Jerky's first name.
Oh, Jerky.
No.
Oh, no, Herky.
That's right.
Hey, Jerky.
Hey.
All right, Dave. Over there, why don't you fire number 1 on your list here?
Okay. All right. Here
Guys, whose fight song is this?
Okay, here we go. Fight song number 1. That's Sac State.
That's Sac State?
Yep.
Confirmed?
100%.
Feel good?
That sounds like Sac State.
Okay, then fire number 2.
Okay. UC Davis.
You're good with that.
Easy.
Confirmed? Everybody's
That's
locked
how
in?
it's
Okay.
I'm going to say the opposite.
Got another
You
brain
say the opposite?
buster.
All right, well, then let's try number 3. All right, we're going to just go back. So we're going to confirm it with, is it gone?
Where was it, Jason?
All right, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
What is the official name of the UC Davis band?
The Agateers.
Agon.
And you know another example, by the way, of
The
how
Dorks.
how you both are the same, you two, that we've confirmed.
What?
So you weren't here 2 years ago for this episode. 3 years ago you were.
Yeah.
I asked what's the name of the Aggie mascot. You said Agatha. The very next year, Alan said Agatha. I'm like, what is happening?
You guys are the same person.
I'm just saying that's an easy guess. I don't
So,
blame Alan for that.
The Agateers?
The Agateers.
What are they? The horse.
Of course.
The horse band.
They are the
Dork Squad.
Wow, the Cal Aggie Marching Band. Duh. It's weird. That's the full
Cal
name.
Aggie
Banda.
Marching
With an A
Band.
at the
Duh.
Like, or UH. I don't know.
Banda.
Okay, here we go. We've asked this question
Here we
every
go.
time. In the 1983 NFL draft, famous for selecting quarterbacks, Ken O'Brien was selected in this NFL draft by the Jets. Did he play for UC Davis, Sacramento State, or both?
Oh, I don't like the last part of that because
Yeah,
I know he
yeah.
played for UC Davis.
I think if there was no both, there would be no both.
I'm just going to say UC Davis.
I'm going to say both.
UC Davis.
Alan's correct. He played at both schools. What former Sacramento State Hornet football player was nominated for an Academy
Ryan
Award?
Coogler.
Right.
Cougs.
Coogler.
Can you name
that
4
one.
of the 6 places the Causeway has been played?
Sacramento, Davis, Carmichael, and Folsom.
Reno.
That's a third. The
Viva
stadiums.
Las Vegas.
Hughes Stadium, Hornet Stadium, Aggie Stadium, Toomey Field, Old Davis, Nevada, and actually years ago, Grant High School.
Oh, okay.
All right, there's a few more, but I guess we'll end there.
No, one more.
Come on, one more. It's Alan's time.
Okay, we'll do rapid fire. Rapid fire on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Sac State or Davis? Hassam Minaj.
Davis.
Correct. Lester Holt.
Sac State.
Correct. Creed from The Office.
Sac State.
Sac State.
Correct. Uriah Faber.
UC Davis.
Davis.
Correct. Bobby McFerrin.
Sac State.
Don't worry, be
Yeah, I
happy.
think Sac State.
Correct. NBA writer Howard Beck.
Davis.
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 Alan's on these. Lead singer of the Counting Crows, Adam Duritz.
Davis.
Davis.
I'll just say Sac State to be different.
They're right, Davis. Joan London.
Sac State.
Sac State.
Okay, now play. It's gone. That's right.
All right.
Good.
How did it go? Can you comment?
Much better.
I think we cleaned up.
That was
I
perfect.
think we did really
Guys,
well.
remember this for next year.
We got a break, but coming up on Alan's program today.
Yeah, it's a big.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sactown Sports 1140 News.
So he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future